Let's get some recaps going. Let's go ahead and start off with Edmund. What's Edmund up to? What's been Edmund up to? What was he doing last week's session? Evie,
What? Sorry, I
you're fine. I
fucking.
was, I was trying to get you to recap us on what Edmund was been up to since last week. What did he do last week?
Uh, Edmund got arrested. Edmund was interrogated. Was told that somebody high up wanted him dead, which now he's thinking about. He doesn't know if he wants to step foot in the market district. But he's not welcome back in Travail for the time being. And Lance almost threw hands with the ranger for saying that he was giving orders to kill him.
And no one fucks around with my family like that.
The Ranger would have been down for that fight. He's all for that smoke. He just smoked.
Always not.
He
Look,
he just smoked Lance like he smoked his stepbrother.
That might be true. However, I
yeah,
doubt
but like
he could smoke Edmund.
Lance, I was gonna say like Lance would take the hit for the team, so Falcone, so Hell's Wrath would come in and clean the job. That was his biggest mistake. He took the bait. Because what is the gunslinger supposed to do when they get like super close and personal to something like Hell's Wrath?
Fan the fucking hammer.
I fanned my hammer. Hell's Wrath. I have temporary HP. Numb nuts.
Well, what's Edmund's plan? Excuse me, in this session to do?
Go the fuck home.
Okay,
There's
Falcone.
not much he can do.
Falcone was wrongfully exiled. The banished. It's in the list now.
The banished. The wounded. Okay.
No, not wounded, just banished. I will return.
Just call Falcone.
And
that's a
jerk.
threat.
What was that?
And that's a threat.
That's not a threat, that's a promise.
The Ranger shaking hands with the Red Prismatic Ranger. Thank you, stranger. We couldn't save the city without your help.
This
And
gives
so
him the quiet thumbs up.
Strange that
Out of all the Rangers, you're the
others.
mute of the group.
Not only are you the mute of the group, but I feel the strange sensation that we've met each other, and that you're not allowed in the district that you represent. But I can't put my finger on it. So thank you for your hard work.
Pepe shrugs at him.
Yeah, right. Pepe shrugs. Land. Okay.
Oh boy, I was gonna like. I went over.
Yeah,
like,
let's hold you for
was-
last. Let's hold you for last.
Oh, okay.
Well, damn.
Yeah. Cyric?
Like I said last week, not much happened. Sonic was on his way to investigating that the source of his infinite silver energy. And we had a dream seeing Trees talk with Pandora about he's back at Jewelberg. That was about it.
Okay. And so you're still pursuing you're in pursuit of that energy that you tap into when you are in your silver form.
Yeah, and reach out for you to do that, like with Lance's thing, because just been handling a lot lately.
It's okay.
No, Wednesday was wild.
Dude, yeah, I tried to do things earlier on a Tuesday for Lance, and my computer did not want to agree with any of that shit, so it's okay. And for the most part, side sessions are just if we have the time, I have the flexibility, and everyone has the energy to do it, then sure, let's go for it. If not, then hey, listen, this is like I don't want to stress anybody, but like this is what the role play's been. We've been here for like 5 years with this now, like almost. So it's a time investment for the story that I've written, just as much as you guys exploring your character arcs and growing stronger. Like I don't want to deny anybody that. And if there's ever anything you feel like you want your character to pivot towards or like to be in between or do differently, like I'm sure each of you can find a moment that I've spoken with you individually to find that out. Like I'm more than accommodating. Just do not hesitate to speak up to me. I'm not gonna bite your head off over anything. I'm more than willing to listen and talk about, especially your characters. Because after all, this Spiral City is a character-driven story narrative. There is a large overarch that I have as a story, yet you all get to play in the sandbox of that bigger story. You have your own stories. All of you do. All of them have their own interests and virtues and vices, and once you complete them, you'll still be characters who have even more influence in the plot for after the things you've already set out to accomplish. So, please, if you ever feel like there's something that isn't being covered or it's taking something X, Y, and Z time, like I ask for not only patience but to speak with me about this matter too, because I more than want to be accommodating for those situations.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh, yes, I was saying that for generally for everyone too. Yes. We will. You said you wanted to be last to this week's session, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, excuse me. I wasn't planning on more than just having your character do some training from the, because what we're doing right now is wrapping up Wednesday night to go into Thursday morning, and Thursday morning to Thursday afternoon, etc. Again, this pattern of roleplay won't stay consistent. Eventually, after the first month of Act 2, which is January, we're going to swap in February back to week by week to speed up our progression, because that's our usual pace that we've gone to.
I'll be right back. I'll let the pops out.
Yep, see you in a bit.
Should I just do the recap for Lance?
Yeah, because he was here for it.
No.
Yeah. So, it all began when Lance went back to the police station to drop off both, Kelnong and
He
Eclipse.
fucking said it right. Holy shit. Kelnon, he said it. 500 gold pieces.
One pygmium.
You know what? That's even a bit. He's even right. You get one pygmium.
I don't even know what to do with this!
You'll have to
Damn
keep it safe. The pygmies are. The
What's
pygmies
a pygmium?
Lance gets on his knees. Damn it, Edwin Miles! I don't know how you did this, but you fucked me!
Hey man,
Pygmium?
you got any pygmium?
Pygmium can be described as a solid piece of brick composed of multiple faceted objects. It's been molded and smoothed into the shape of an ingot. It's called pygmium because it's only ever seen crafted by pygmies who grab what little objects they can around and shove it into a mold of iron. It's their building blocks. Pygmies use pygmium to build their tools, anything else they create. It's considered shoddy metal until pygmies use it. In the hands of a master craftsman, they couldn't do anything. Because it's like, they're like nail bits or toys inside them sometimes. Or a whole ass shoe. But if you give pygmium
shit.
to a pygmy, he can make stuff.
It's a holographic goddamn fourth generation Charizard in that thing! You little bastards!
Okay.
No, it makes a fine foundation.
It's like Stalinum. It's like how the USSR thinks Stalinium works.
Stellanium.
Communism. Not even once. So, when Lance got himself into a secure location, which is his office space, he slowly began drifting to sleep. He experienced some more memories here and now, and found himself in a crossroads, and began following a trail of Lance haunts. Up until the third one, where he found himself basically at the start of the Sea of Green, reading a manual that was conveniently left there by one Admiral Albert Alexander, fully detailing what Lance needed to do to get to the actual sea green, which was to swim up. After blinding himself, switching to the Leilonic fighting style, him and God's Walkaby combined together and began swimming upwards into the sea itself. Almost like a quasi experience of like slipping in and out of his own consciousness into other animas yet to have been seen and have been known. As he finally got out of the depth of the ocean into the actual sea, he's reunited with August, who informs him that because of an anima user known as the anima known as Hell's Frozen Rain, August is technically tethered to Lance wherever he goes to these realms.
Yes.
They have a big conversation here and there. Lance continues his venture, gets attacked from various different creatures. It's until he made his way to this plane that August drops a bit of a lore bomb that the events that similarly happened with the Golden Harvest stopping happened in his generation. Lance inquired about something known as the Life Warriors, which he corrected him like, no, you mean the Life Priest. The only reason why the Golden Harvest continued after August was that the Spiral Council demanded the destruction of the entirety of
Welcome back.
of the practice of worshipping the Prismatics. Which Lance assumed it was a smokescreen. In reality, it was called the Life Priests. And then the Golden Harvest started again. And surmise that it's going to happen again, but now with anima users. After that, he finally made it to a cabin and talked to Job, another entity that speaks for the Green Sea of Grief. 10 minutes of him trying to convince him to talk to Jeremy, only to find out he has a cell phone to make the call even easier.
He's not exaggerating. It was actually 10 minutes.
Job informed Lance that Jeremy told him that there was a sewing kit in his office with a combination of 1, 2, 3, 4 in there to aid Lance to fix and patch the hole in the Sea of Green. After acquiring it, Lance feels himself being starved and now is waiting to go with Job to the cafeteria, and will now also have to figure out how to reach the hole, as well as how to get back.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to curse the Cali dog take your flight over.
I can dream.
You were suggested to try to tame one of the creatures you fought earlier.
I thought the life skimmer could fly high enough.
It has the same situational problem as Falcone and Hell's Wrath. You eventually need... There's an altitude he can't maintain without ground underneath. Though, if you spend enough energy at one moment, maybe you can
Yeah, you're
fly high.
literally surrounded by anima energy. That's gasoline for that thing. Open her up.
Yeah, I don't even, like, first off, I need to see whether or not the life crystal can even drink the anima water around us. Because I'm still at, like, the same AP points, even though I'm in basically an environment chock full of anima power. That's what's bothering Lance the most.
The sensation of that wholeness when you keep getting into the water is probably something about it. With that though, I think we're ready to start today's sessions. I believe the most impactful one will be a tie between Falcone and Lance, so I want to get Edmund out the way first. Edmund?
Yep.
We left you at the Travail Police Department, no?
Outside the door knocker on his way home. Basically, with Lance, when Lance was going, so he came out in the police station, or he went into the police station with Lance, yeah, and then the ranger, yeah, he was leaving the police station with Lance.
We had the scene where Victor had showed up with this dude, right?
Yeah.
But they didn't know where Green Tea went.
Yep, they didn't
Yep.
know where Green Tea went. Some woman kidnapped him, took him to Travail Tower.
What? Like, obviously, Edmund doesn't know that part. He just told this guy, "Hey, start driving us back to the marketplace." Back
Yeah,
to
told
the,
Victor to start driving.
Oh, damn it. Excuse me.
You know, I feel bad for you. I really feel bad. Like, oh man, it's just gonna be like just a driving sim. We
Well, I'll try
really
to
need
skip.
like teleportation.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why a week works so well for you guys, right? Because I can just ad lib. Well, okay, you wanted to travel, right, to this one place. In that week, you travel to where you wanted to go, and then we pick up on the week of the day of in that week that you were there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like what we used to do.
Mm-hmm. Again, it's just painful the beginning part of this arc because there's establishing themes and such. So it's going through the motions, and I apologize. But the
Is it
travel,
nighttime or is it evening?
it's night as you're traveling back because we're Wednesday night.
Around what
Yeah,
time?
I'd have to my honest assessments will be because Lance came back came back within 5 hours. It is like 1 in the morning. And Victor is driving you and Devon back to the market district. The fucking traffic still hasn't lightened up. It seems like everybody is worried about that checkpoint business.
We got a problem.
What's that, Captain? I'm right here. There should be no problem for you.
Well,
Unless someone else is...
if the ranger had orders to kill me, it came from someone high up.
I'd like to see them try to hurt you with me around, Captain.
I'd like to see them try as well, but I want to make sure that we're not walking into an ambush when we get home.
What do you suggest we do then, Cap? Devon sits up from his seat, at the back of the seat, because you're riding shotgun with Victor driving, and Devon shoots up from the back of the seat. Hey, look, I'm all cool playing Anima Cowboy lawman here, but I'm not willing to risk my life over this kind of shit. It's not exactly what I signed up for.
Well, they wanted me dead.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Sits back in the seat. Yeah, no, it's not. Who wants you dead?
That's the thing, I don't know. The ranger only said it came from higher up.
Higher up. You're
So,
a
it
spiral
could-
council? Who the hell's
Either
higher
them
than
or the
them?
them or the Marquis. You gotta remember, the Baron is pretty powerful.
Devon
Wait,
thinks a
never
bit.
mind.
Why would the Baron want you out of this picture?
Not the Baron, the Marquis. Also for the stuff I posted on the Boxnet.
But they're non-anima users. They can't see the shit there.
There was a whistleblower,
Hmm.
and I'm being blamed for the rallying of. What?
Yeah, I read some of those articles too on the Spiral Net. Yeah, they're getting really upset about about anima users and Koa. But that's also just galvanized Koa. Heard they even started finding members across Market District in Caribbean.
Or United.
It'll only be a matter of time before Koa starts becoming across all Spiral City. Devon sits back. Maybe we should consider being part of them. I mean, they're fighting for anima users.
Well, if it was the Spiral Council, we'd have no choice. If it was the Marquis, then
Captain,
I-
what about the Koa thing? If you join Koa, then we wouldn't have to worry about you getting knocked off. We'd have so many other anima users to help.
the Ranger already knows where Koa is. They're probably going to be sent justice by the end of the week.
Yeah, sure.
You didn't tell him, did you?
Maybe wait. You told the ranger where the Koa is?
He knew what Koa was.
God damn.
The Ranger took down the Falcone family from Caribbean.
He's heard
That's
he's
how
taken
he
a lot.
became the commissioner.
No, he became.
No, that's how he. That's one
yeah,
of the key cases that led him to be commissioner.
Yeah, because his rise to stardom was taking down the gangsters that were. Because remember, before Caribbean was a thing, Travail was the Travail Market District and Hammer District were the only places in Gridiron. So you had a lot of criminals that could evade the law in this neutral sort of territory, and a lot of them thought they could fuck around in Travail and found out that the Ranger was going to fuck them up. So he kind of went action heroes, 80s action heroes, and shot them.
I was Bruce Willis before we were born.
Mm-hmm. Are you feeling lucky? Punk, that's Clint Eastwood, sorry.
That's Clinty, boy. That's Jojo Cujo.
Using Captain Tapori, Demjin is in semi-serious mode right now due to being actual tabletop roleplay hive. What am I capping on? Wait, what the fuck am I capping on? So, Demjin, what kind of... Sorry, I wasn't even reading my chat, damn it. So, Demjin, what kind of shenanigans these guys did in Spiral City the other than torturing pygmies and Lance getting choked on? At least you're doing better than one of those pumpers in the hotel's NTR chair, Yumi. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
I'm trying to figure out, like, I hope the recap for everybody helped you out to party to know what's going on with everyone else. But, Edmund, I'll denote you as your avatar, at least, driving around, because if I got another police van, it'll be a little bit more confusing, because, actually, no, this is the police van.
That is the police van.
But this...
It's a church van.
Yeah, it's the church van. Hold on, I just need to move shit around. Put this SWAT van away. Yeah. So they've also redirected traffic to the point where you see the line that has the 3 dots that's close to the lower spire? This whole area right here, I'll note with a red color. They're like, they straight up, oh, my color red does not help, shit. Probably yellow to stand out. You guys see it?
Yeah.
This whole line, they've closed it off. You cannot drive, use it, or be around it here. So that's why the delays have been in Travail, where they force people to drive up here, then drive around Travail Park to get into the Spiral Highway, which congests a whole fuck ton of traffic because it wasn't never meant. This exit over here was never meant to be used as such. So it's a roundabout that wasn't meant to be expressly used.
And where are they now? Are they inside that roundabout, or is it?
No, you're driving up into it. You've left the church and you're driving a few blocks into the crowded traffic, but it will be pushing along, and you'll eventually get to, you know, what's it called? Where are you planning to go?
Back home.
Home.
So you sure you want to go to the Sauntering Stallion? You seem so concerned about their trap being there, boss.
Let's stop in the Hammer District for the night. Let me call Delta. We stop at the Hammer District, we get a hotel. I'll call Delta in the morning. Please, why am I driving in the police van? Or the church van?
No, I
Oh,
swapped it
it's just
around.
moved.
No.
There's also that district between Travail and Caribia. Maybe they have a highway entrance. Though I
Huh,
doubt
they-
it since no one talks about it.
They call it the exclusion zone, man. You're not allowed to go in there. Victor speaks up. Yeah, and Captain, it's a sort of an exclusionary club. You gotta know the right people to go there.
I'm for sure as hell not staying the night at Caribia. Caribia, or however you pronounce that accursed district's name. No offense, Victor.
All taken.
Caribia.
Caribia.
Yeah.
Carb. Lance, you lose all your AP.
Fade out of existence.
Okay. But yeah, if we're leaving, I mean, there's not much you can do. You have your cell
No,
phone.
he's
and
not. He's banned from Travail. It's 12 o'clock at night. He can't call anybody.
You FaceTime a pygmy. You're doing what? Why go to sleep?
No.
What?
He's just gonna sleep on his way to the Hammer District, I guess. Hopefully there's cheap hotels in the Hammer District for students' family. Emmett doesn't have much, he's been paid.
That's a non-hotel. It's ran by a pygmy.
Hey. So yeah, Edmund,
Yeah.
you find yourself comfy in the side seat. Victor reassures you that Devon and him will rotate to make sure you guys got to the market district back to the Sauntering Stallion as fast as possible. You just sleep
No,
on
no,
it.
no, no, no. Not the Market District. Or, no, we stop at the Aristotle District.
Oh,
Don't go home yet.
okay.
We find a hotel. No. We find a hotel in the Hammer District. Or some place to sleep in the Hammer District. Before going into the Market District. We go into the Market District in the morning. Or however long it takes.
Well, it'll
It's
be like
full traffic.
it'll be 5 in the morning by the time we get to Hammer District.
Alright, somebody wake me up when we hit the Aristotle District. So I got a phone call to make. A very angry one.
Alright, we got 7 hours. So yeah, right into early morning. But Devon and Victor will handle driving.
Yeah, like as they're driving, like along the left side of the door, they would see like 3 pygmies following right next to them. But they're not flying. They're kind of like diving a bit down before taking a long stick to hit the floor to fly back upwards. They're not doing anything mischievous. They're just doing it, and then they fly away from them.
Do not care for those flying little footballs.
Fuck you too.
LOL. Edmund, you find yourself going into an easy sleep. The anxieties, though, of the wall, Koa, the burden of the anima users that are using what you've written as fuel for their manifesto, as what you feared they do. You find that sleep comes a little bit more difficult. Eventually, though, the swaying it back and forth in the side seat eventually rocks you into a sleep.
I am so woefully exposed. Holy shit.
You find yourself in a dream state. You're wearing the Bandit of Gridiron outfit. And in front of you is your father at his prime. All right, Edmund. Come on, don't be a disappointment this time. He yells loudly. His face is obscured by a dark bar, but his body language and figure show you that he's getting you ready to use this signature move. The one that you've forbidden yourself to use. The the spectacular the fantastic spectacular ending. It's a wrestling move that is straight up only for shoot wrestling, as your father had put it. The technique involves a cross X into your opponent's upper chest, ramming it into them. You have to first,
Oh,
though.
it's the Berlin Red. Oh my God, it's the Red Rain of Berlin from Ultimate Muscle.
If you can show me a clip, that'd be dope. Ideally, it's a counter. So if someone throws a punch or a kick towards you, you're meant to take it, then apply the pressure by moving your entire body despite the blow forward and thrusting your forearms as a cross into your opponent. They have little to no time to block, and he considers this part of his execution. Edmund, you've seen your father use this technique on another person before, and while your father was out of breath for sure, the guy he did it to was completely knocked out, foaming at the mouth and struggling to breathe and claw at his throat. It was later said that the dude had to have an emergency bypass in his throat in order to make a hole for him to breathe through, and that even later in that guy's life, with even the technological advances of medical science that Spiral City would offer at the time, that dude still has still suffering medical issues for breathing because of your father's finisher move. Come on, I don't have all day, kid. He's not even one of my favorite. You're not even one of my. Hold on, line. You're not even one of my favorite ones. Shit.
Jesus.
Your mom asked me to do this, kid. Now hurry up and fail me again already. Oh, now you got that look in your eye. There you go. He claps his hands together. That's what I need out of you. Come on!
I'm just gonna kick him in the fucking throat.
You kick your father in the throat. He twists his. So your father is a stout build man. He doesn't have defined abs. He has more of a pot belly. Even at his prime, he had a pot belly. He has a built upper top though, and decent worked out legs. He wears a unitard as one piece. His face is revealed as he doesn't look anything like Edmund. Edmund has his own charm and look about him, but his father, even at his prime, still has his hair greased up, trying to cover what balding he had going on. And he doesn't have the perfect symmetry for his face. He's a little bit fatter where he should be in some spots. But what is not lack, though, is combat prowess. As your father takes your kick, spins with his body to the right, keeping your leg in his left arm, and then kicking your right leg underneath from itself to force you into a pin. Going, come on! I said attack me, right? What's that all about? He kicks you away from the pin and gets you back on your feet. Sorry, I need your character straight for a second. I'm sorry to break the moment. How's Edmund feeling during his dream?
Edmund at this point realizes it's a dream, honestly.
You wake up.
Oh, hey, Mitzi Red. Thank you for the raid.
Oh shit!
Oh, hey, man.
Mitsu Red 83. Welcome, Raiders.
Yeah, welcome one and all. Oh, hey, Meep, how you doing?
Hello there, friends.
I hope the drops went well for you tonight. You finished the mech event?
Hey there, Vagabond
Hello,
Zebra.
Vagabond Zebra.
Oh,
That's the name that
72.
sounds familiar. Oh, it's a little dude doing a salute.
Yeah. Doing great,
Doing well,
digesting dinner.
digest.
Nice.
Yeah, me too. I made myself a pepperoni lovers. I used to work Pizza Hut, so I know how to make their dishes.
Yeah, there's just a brief pause
I
for a
crave
roleplay.
breadsticks.
We're doing just a brief pause to because Kayla's got it rated, and me and Kayla are hosting on our respective streams. So
Wow, thank you for the raid.
yeah,
Hope the
thank
drops went well. I've been having decent luck tonight, honestly. Team matches where the team's got the vaginosis is something fierce, but that's to be expected.
best home cooked pizza sauce, spaghetti with meat flavoring.
Hmm.
I do like I have used spaghetti ragu or marin. No, there's a difference between both of them. Are they, or is it just by brand? But there's this
Though all
pasta.
though
Mhm.
is ragu. Yeah, though is ragu pizza sauce. I've seen it.
I've used ragu with garlic in it. That shit was great.
Spaghetti with meat flavor. The Hunt's canned stuff. I'll have to keep that in mind. I just
The
have to
Hunt
be
canned
careful of acidic content. I've got the
Ragu makes
ulcers.
good pizza.
Also, you can also try using Goya canned tomato paste.
Oh hell no! I just use a little bit of barbecue sauce.
Oh, that's gonna happen. The heartburn.
No, you just do it like gentle.
Yeah, just
Just enough.
gently. Yeah, just enough. Just enough.
Alright.
Okay. I'm gonna just slowly pull us back into
God.
the dream sequence. Edmund, as you were falling asleep at the side of the car, at the passenger seat of the Hammer District cop car, with your squad,
Hello,
Goldschlager,
Sid.
driving not back, but driving you to the Aristotle District in the marketplace. While you're being driven back, and you are experiencing a dream of you and your father trying to teach you a technique. What he considers is his finale move, a very dangerous one, and has been ridiculing Edmund during the dream, with his last insult being, "Damn it! If it was Dangalars here, he'd get this shit perfectly." And always left with the fucking bunt end of it all. Like, he just mutters under his breath as he walks over to the ringside, like the corner of the ring, and then sits at the chair there, muttering as he drinks some water. Roll.
That's when Edmund's going to sneak up.
Actually, what if I don't run ahead like a jackass?
LOL.
Try to like sneak up behind him.
Well, he's sitting facing forward from the to the ringside. So he's sitting with his back to the ring pole, like the corner of the ring.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's when he's gonna full sprint into him, and he's going to
Made carbonara tonight. Or eating
carbonara.
pasta.
Nice.
God, that
He's
makes-
gonna
make me
full
wish working at
sprint
Pizza Hut.
into his dad and do the move while running, because now he's at the right height for Edmund to do it, and he's just gonna do it. Because you gotta remember, Edmund's dad's taller. There's no way for him to reach his throat.
As you manage the dash and run at your father, he just sits there calmly as he watches you approach. It does take like 8 or 9 steps to get to him. So it's not like he couldn't have reacted or do anything. He just drinks more of this water, this clear sustenance, and then you land the crossbow into his throat area. Clearly, though, it's nowhere near enough as he just stares at you apathetically and whats you away. Damn whelp. Swear it was your mother cuddling,
Coddling.
cuddling. Yeah, thank you, coddling you so damn hard. Ugh.
So you have chosen death.
How about you just go practice your form? Bernard, go get your brother. I don't want to see either of you. And then Johnny steps off the stage. The lights are still on you. They're still hot. Your father's hits on you are still stinging. You realize, as you're an anima user, you have limited control in this before you fall into deep sleep.
Shit.
You find that your frustration in the situation builds back up as
Oh.
you stand up on your 2 feet and find a moment to reach out, it's like sort of like a video game moment where you can re-challenge the fight. And you go through it again. And this time you fight differently. You try to put some of the techniques you used recently against your father.
Take 606 damage.
And then it becomes this sort of poetic you versus your father at using his fighting style versus your change in the fighting style. Whereas your father is a heavy striker. He's used his weight to throw it around, using only grapples as a like a sort of a break someone's limbs to stop them from moving around or doing stuff. Edmund's more speed on his feet and using grapples as a way to also keep people grounded and keep them limited, similar to the spectacular style. Edmund is just faster on his feet and uses that mobility to land land hits that are consistently landing suffocation. Whereas father is a fucking juggernaut. One of those hits is enough. And whilst Edmund's quick enough to dodge some of your father's haymakers, father's strong enough and well adjusted enough in his fighting style to take an innumerable amount of Edmund's attacks. And every Edmund's attempts, being frontal attacks, going for your father's weak joints like his knees, everything leads back to Edmund's ultimate defeat. No matter how well he goes at Johnny, his mind just keeps bringing back to the part, well, your father could do this. You've seen him do this before. And even if he got dropped to his one knee, he could do that. I mean, you find yourself in your dreams trying to practice the spectacular way. You do find, at least in this interim of your dreaming, you have reached the journeyman point, and you need an because this is a story moment, like a story driven skill. You need to engage with the spectacular way against another professional fighter. So someone of journeyman or better quality, using their skill.
Did you say he got a point into Journeyman or he got brought up to Journeyman?
No. You already in journeyman?
Yes, he was already in Journeyman.
That's what I'm saying. To get to journeyman to expert.
Okay.
Go lay down. Go. Go. Come on.
Yeah, because you have definitely gained enough. Definitely gained 10
Funny.
experience points. No, because that's apprentice. You're a journeyman. Sorry, you've already gained. Yeah, by this point in the story too, I would have definitely been fine. I'm definitely fine with you saying you've had at least 15 experience, especially considering you've also dropped your level and gone back a few levels. Now you're. Yeah, so you've had more than enough
Level
time.
6, yeah.
I think you've had more than enough time using your fighting style. There's, you haven't really fought as often though.
No, he took on his he did that gym in the
Well,
market district.
I think you kind of started as a journeyman, right? Or did you work into it?
I can't remember.
No, I think you grew into it. I think because I think I also had Lance at apprentice. No, doesn't make
Because
sense.
I knew he's been journeyman, but I don't know how long.
Yeah, I would say for a while. I'd say definitely at least whilst you guys defeated all allies. So vacation arc and everything at the beginning of Act 1. Act 2, sorry. I definitely wouldn't I definitely think you became a journeyman after the fighting tournament because that was a lot of practice.
Uh,
So I'd say um if not 15 experience points, then definitely 10 or 12. You're getting, excuse me, you're getting there to the point where you can start to think about taking up becoming an expert in the
Be
spectacular
safe,
way.
meet me.
Take it easy, meet me.
Thank you for the
Hey,
raid. Thank you, Raiders.
hope you.
Thank you, Raiders. See, sorry, Evie. Sorry, Edmund. Like I said, you can look forward to getting to expert in the spectacular way soon. Oh, before you're done with the dream sequence, there's as you're finishing one of the shadow boxing fights with your father, there's a clap in the audience. You're doing a really good job out there. The voice sounding kind of familiar, you turn, Edmund, to notice it is uh the soul witch of your handgun.
How
Well,
did
I
you
mean,
get into my dream?
well, the dream space is somewhat linked to the souls. It's not too hard to find myself here. I believe you left her on a task.
Yep. It was to see if by the end of the week you could watch Lance's trial.
Yeah. Uh,
Because he didn't know about.
yeah. She would, yeah, that's why she's there. I've come to explain your friend's situation. It's rather unique and peculiar, and I'm actually interested in how you would have had any sort of inkling about what just happened. Oh, you may want to
It's
dodge that
really.
hit. Eyes up, big kid! And he swings his haymaker into your head, Edmund, as you get clumped onto the ringside mat. Oh, that will look like they hurt.
Wait, this is a dream. This is a dream. Evan's gonna pull out the spirit gun and shoot the.
Oh my, you have a spirit gun. When you pull out the spirit gun in your dream, it reveals itself to be a model, a nice hand revolver, like a hand cannon.
Yeah.
It actually takes up your hand into your hand instead of being just your digit fingers. When you
Wait a
fire,
minute.
go ahead.
I was gonna fire. They go. Wait a minute. Didn't she say it was part of my soul? Oh shit.
When you fire the spirit gun, you click back the hammer and release one shot. You hear a clink, clink. The
You know,
soul
maybe
witch.
that wasn't the best idea.
Your father stands like a frozen apparition in the side of the ring, not being able to do or move much further because you're aware it's a dream, but you don't have much control over him. But he can't. If messing with you messes with him, so it just stays away for now. As the spirit witch kind of gets closer to your ringside. Where did you get that? I didn't know you had a fancy for spirit weapons.
Um.
Come now, it's a dream. You can speak to me.
Shit. Can I mention about the I made a deal with a judge, let's say, to work off my family's code. Because he doesn't know if
Hey,
he's
wouldn't it
allowed
be
talking about.
Minos? I mean, I figured that the Soul Witch and Minos would have some form of relationship. They'll both partake the dead.
I made a deal with Minos.
Damn.
Figured. That is his handgun.
That-
Somebody got him. Yeah, somebody got him.
It's his what?
That is the model handgun he gives out to his soul detectives. It's kind of obvious. Though I'm surprised he picked you.
Yeah, apparently my family's kind of racked up a multi-generational. My entire family tree is.
Oh, okay, Azula, I'll
Earth.
get food, honey.
Oh, you're irredeemable. Huh.
Mm.
I would never have taken that. You know, your soul doesn't seem to have a flicker of it in you. Do you have brothers or sisters by chance?
Yes,
shit.
and a father.
No.
Oh, well, obviously a father, but your siblings maybe inherited more of that burden than you think. From
I
what I
don't
can
think
see,
they're anima users.
from what I can see from your soul, from my influence, I don't see much of a sin. Except that one time you really kicked that pygmy really hard.
Hey man, it was
Is
a
that-
dick move.
Is that really a sin, though?
By the way, that's Kabuki theater, but because she
Oh.
wouldn't have even address it.
Don't ignore me!
I don't have a soul, but I got a gun.
I see you're able to use it, but he didn't give you much of training how to fire it. Kind of reckless of him. Though he did limit you with one shot.
No, I've used it before. I've used it, I think, 2 or 3 times. I just kind of figured it out.
She looks very concerned. You should have spoken about this sooner to me. You know, my whole realm.
I didn't know how much I could talk about, if that makes sense.
Well, I understand the secrecy of the realms is a requirement. Though with you having a rare predicament, like a rare case with Minos, you cannot share certain details with those who don't know. But when someone does know, I mean, we can talk freely.
Apparently 10,000 years.
That's not a long
And it
time in
keeps-
this game of things, span of things.
No, but it just keeps on ticking. I don't know what it's up to. That was a few months ago. It was 10,000 years.
Well, you'll need to get some level of training if you want to use that soul spirit gun any efficiently.
What, do I just kill myself to talk to Minos? Like, how?
No, that you'd probably better off finding a better way to get to the death realm, like a portal, or you humans have made plenty of those. Notice the phrasing, by the way.
Humans.
Human.
Yeah, humans.
Wait a minute, magic's real?
Wait. Were you asking about magic?
So,
Her name's Quilana. But she looks at you confusedly. What?
Humans.
yeah, we call it magic. It's like fairy tale stuff.
No, what do you mean? Wait, how do we even get to the topic of magic? That's why I'm getting confused.
Well, he's saying like opening portals and stuff. He was told about the king below. The king below, I'm pretty sure had like wizards and stuff in it.
There are fairy tales in Spiral City. Speaking of medieval times, of knights roaming within glades of forests and such, with maidens of peril and magic artifacts to boot.
It was magical portals. It's in various fairy tales that our children read.
Oh, I believe you should start taking a look and find one for yourself. They might be closer
I
than you think.
I doubt I can just pray to Minos. I can pray to you and the Primal. But he just seems very busy.
He does handle a lot of spirits. While you're
I mean, the
sleeping,
Prime.
let's at least take some time to practice that spirit gun of yours. You won't have the limit of ammunition here, so you can freely fire it.
I'm not going to shoot.
It's your dream, silly. You can remake this place into a shooting range.
I guess Edmund does so.
Your father fades out as you reappear in a modern shooting range. One of the targets is your father, and a few others are just regular shots, with a few others moving in the background being pygmies.
There's even like one pygmy on the left side holding like a 911 shooting. Unloads, reloads.
2 World Wars.
3 galactic world wars.
3 galactic world wars.
Almost shooting that shit like fucking automatic.
Yeah, I guess Edmund's just gonna start firing at the targets.
Yeah, so during this shooting, I'll make a handout for your spirit gun, and you'll have unlocked the novice, because you have an initiate for your accuracy and for your damage, but you don't have any of your perks just yet.
So,
Oh.
you and Minos both deal with souls. And do you deal with soul? Is there another? Are you just?
Hmm?
Is it like? How do I?
Minos judge
Is
souls.
it just worshippers?
I don't do judging, or I don't handle the execution of those things either. I'm just soul adjacent. Like, everyone
Oh, I
has
thought.
souls. Everyone deals with them. Everyone has to deal with them. I have manipulation over souls, and when souls have been deemed judged worthy to be in the green in the primal planes, of which where my soul forest resides, I can call those souls towards the forest and use them as I will. Sorry, use them as I will. Nothing
That's what I was.
malicious.
So it's
Mhm.
kind of like paradise for green worship.
More or less, I suppose. Those
Do
heavily
the
attuned
other
to the nature.
do the other prismatics have?
Yes.
I'm afraid this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid to. I'm afraid to find out what Tyrannus is.
He rages a constant war between him and his brother. Rageful. Tyrannus and Rageful.
I kind of figured when I saw him sitting on a throne with skulls around it.
Oh, I mean, they rage a
You
constant
sound
war.
right.
They rage a constant war, but the Reds are innumerable and bred warriors of different pantheonic power. Like they have different like. There are so many great warriors that become champions that eventually become their own demigods that fight in this war against itself of the Reds. that eventually lead them to clone themselves and then be reforming themselves once again. They're powerful. Just they also tend to let that power overwhelm themselves. Because,
Well, that's the
absolute
Falcone.
power is absolute power is absolutely broken.
So,
I hope that doesn't happen to Falcone. I said.
I heard.
No, that's why you always get power with a purpose. It gives you drive, keeps you focused.
so let me see if you don't mind me going through the primordial that I know.
Well, we don't have much time. I mean, speaking of like between us as roleplay, but you're
Yeah.
falling deeper into your sleep. Your control
Oh
here,
yeah,
yeah,
about
you're.
that
Mhm.
about that trial.
Oh, your friend. He's he was pardoned by a unifier. We call them the unifiers of Lawe. They connect all the colors together as one, and they represent the totality of all colors. Singular. It's not to be mistaken with. So, Lawe is the lens of which light gets pushed through. It makes the prismatic. You get what I'm coming at?
Yeah, kind of like when you shine light into a crystal
Yes.
or a mirror.
Lawe is the crystal, not the light. There is the light, the prismatic force that powers everything, that Lawe connects everything to. Get what I'm coming at?
This unifier wouldn't happen to wear knight armor,
The
would they?
unifiers are dressed in knight attire.
Oh my!
Well, at least they're spoken to be so. They are seldom ever seen. They are near invisible agents of Lawe. To appear is of either great prosperity or great omen.
Because he talked about one appearing. He kept
Ooh.
talking about a knight of prismatic lance.
Hmm.
He kept talking about a knight of prismatic colors approaching him, wanting to destroy. It's my dream. I'm not even gonna say it. An entity.
Hey,
No,
Battling his
don't
own
act like
no,
it's
cage.
you,
hard.
no, bark in your goal. You finish that bottle of fish heads, we talk.
Despite my rage, I'm just a pygmy in a cage.
It puts the
Other pygmy
lotion on the.
turtle.
It puts the lotion on its feathers, or it gets the hose again.
Puts the lotion on its fur, it gets the hose and goes burr.
With your novice level of spirit gun, you gain additional range to the spirit gun.
Hooray!
It's just a small upgrade for now, though this leaves you now room to get a boon for your novice, and then to further gain your initiate. So it's just a small range upgrade. And with that, we'll leave Edmund snoring. And we will move on to Falcone, because I think... Spirit gun. I think, you have... I say... You have a pretty okay, like, interactions. I don't think it's too much to deal with too far. I do know you have a very interesting set of endeavors and where you want to go.
There's a lot of shit going on. Big boy had a big day.
You are Edmund had left already and had given you the farewell, and Lance is preparing to. Oh, he would have been preparing to leave, but waiting with the door knocker to get gas before he had formally left. Well, actually, no. Lance is going to sleep. Actually, at this point, so he would have left. Lance would have left you, Falcone, alone to go sleep upstairs. He left the door knocker to be refueled inside the police station. Falcone, you're
Well,
just on the
alright, then.
yeah, you're on the street.
Well, here I stand, homeless, friendless.
And it's late night in Travail.
Get a job, hippie.
Pygmy drives away in a little box shoe car.
He stops to pick up another group of pygmies.
Anyway, how and where and how do you want to travel?
Now, let's go walk down a few blocks to Derek in the church van. And from there, we're gonna stop at the church, drop off the would we have to double back
For what?
to drop the cardboard cutout off at the church?
Yeah, you guys
I'd have to double back.
yeah, you want to go to the church.
Yep, and from there, probably head towards the Nelcro district.
Yeah, with Derek in tow.
Yep. Listen, I'm in the real estate for a home, and I happen to know one that's available.
Falcone, you start to walk down Travail's busy, because even at night, it's a hive city. There's still a decent amount of people out and about. They don't give you the space as the day people would typically do, because the day people are just as crazy looking as you.
Fair enough.
Yeah, right? Issue is, though, oh man, you are fucked up, dude. Like, you've sensed demons all over Travail. Something about tonight
Man, I sure hope they have someone to deal with that. Well, I better be going.
So the thing is, I just want to come across as like Hell's Wrath and the blood demon in you are raging at the human in Falcone, because all these demons around the area, they're not challenging you per se, but like they do the animal thing where they yell into like their energy yells at each other. Again, back to the whole vibe sort of deal. It's just they're sending out their negative energy, like, yo, fuck you! Hey, yo, fuck your mother, what you think you walking around here for?
I hope your marinara fucking doesn't stick to the pasta.
Oh, no wonder he's from hell. That's horrible.
I need you to make an intelligence check.
Can junction it?
Your demon, your demon friend half is currently barking, as you will. You have two dogs in you. Sorry, you have 3 dogs in you. 2 of them are barking. You're trying to calm.
Wolves.
Yes, well, 3 wolves in you. The 2 wolves are barking. You're the one wolf that wants to be sane.
All right, so can I junction? Yay or nay?
Nay.
All right.
You grip onto the side of someone's car, shredding metal with your demonic strength, maintaining your composure, mentally yelling, "Shut the fuck up!"
Stop it, both of you. We'll deal with it later. We got bigger fish to fry, damn it.
Walks back into the scene. Beep beep. My car.
Bill it to the Travail Police Department.
Falcone, you take a few more steps down the street before stopping to look around for Derek. You don't see the church mobile, though within a turn of a block, you see not you keep walking down this block, and when you get to the intersection on the end of it, you see the church van driving down the corner to the left of you, coming into range. It pulls up to the intersection you're standing on, with Derek driving, and you see an assortment of things sit in the back seat, as well as the bigger storage in the farther back.
All right, looks like we're good to go then, yeah.
I've taken everything, sir.
You got the books, right?
Correct, sir. Correct.
And the copper wire.
I brought the old black phone, if that matters.
Oh, that'll work. All right, then I'd say we're ready to move into our new place. Are you excited, non-novice?
I'll be happy to
He's
return back to
excited.
be happy to return back to my vessel at home. I'm going to be in power saving mode, though. I have been since on the drive here. Let me know when we
All right,
arrive
and
at
besides,
Macro.
if you need energy, I'll just give you a little shock of anima energy.
Phenomenal.
All right, then.
Shall we go then?
Yeah, let's roll.
Di-
We've been banished from Travail. We can't come back. So we're gonna come back, but later.
And with that, you guys begin. Again, it's gonna be like just like these two travel, because they're going to the Aristotle district. It's a 7-hour trip.
Whee!
Very good chance as you guys are driving, we'll come across each other on the road somewhere. Because you guys go in a very similar location, so you'll be driving in a very similar place.
Not they for fighting it, and I imagine they could talk. Edmund's been banished too. He's got a score to settle with Travail.
Oh. And a pygmy
Edmund's in
hitchhiked.
his dream,
I'm
just
also-
thinking, I should have just killed him. I should have just killed him. If I killed him, it would have been a lot easier.
Kill too.
Derek.
You did kill him.
Yeah, he just got back up.
Yeah.
I looked at him and I said, Derek, death is cringe. He said, sorry, boss.
Derek, as you're driving with Derek, and we'll actually give him this chance to shine. He talks and goes, suffering that blow from that intruder.
Yeah, who the fuck shot you? I am.
It was a man,
You can.
twink boy, wearing a cowboy outfit.
Wait a minute. Did he? Did he
He said
have
it-
blonde hair?
He said he was from the Hammer Police District.
Hmm.
Marketplace.
I don't know. I do know a twink.
The Market District.
I don't think Falcone would know anything about Goldschlager. Hell, he barely knew about Squad Zero.
I don't think so. No, because
No.
Yada hasn't sat you down directly to speak about Goldschlager.
No. No, because Falcone's never in the fucking office.
But Derek knows about the black dog armor.
That's true.
Yeah, he knows the Black Dog armor because he's seen Victor at the church. He would explain to
Well-
he would explain that he definitely saw.
Well, then maybe Edmund and
What?
Victor will know who shot ya.
Oh my fucking
No,
god!
he told.
Hmm?
He told Falcone he shot him. He told Falcone.
Listen, Falcone had a big day.
A really big guy.
Besides,
I-
I'm more pissed off about that Nico kid. I will not take disrespect. Shooting my servants, yeah, sure, whatever. He got better. But don't you dare disrespect me.
What's it called? Derek
Cody's not
offers.
mad at Cody's not mad at Edmund that he that he shot Derek. He's mad he didn't finish the job.
LOL. Derek offers to
Well.
explain how he survived.
Yeah, go ahead. We got time.
In my time in West Bay, I've hunted crystal bear.
You've made mention.
Large quadrupedal creatures, mammals, with hides that are comprised of small pieces of crystalline shards. They get these shards
Yeah,
from
that
deposits within
that
deep.
does sound like a crystal bear.
They get
That
these
sounds like
shards.
it'd be painful though, but
Well, it's mutations within West Bay.
oh, okay, fair enough.
So they found their burrows to be caves within the ground, dug out from years of gang violence and such that terminate the area.
Gang violence so bad it makes caves.
Yeah,
I don't think that's gang anymore. I think that's like PMC.
well, they fucking nuked each other. That's what I'm getting across.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm. So the bears originally weren't supposed to be natives of West Bay. They were part of West Bay Zoo. But years of being able to go roam free, but then being mutated by their environment. That explains the other halves of their mutated animals that are roam West Bay's lower half, which makes Lance
God, West
living
Bay's a
there.
terrible place.
Yeah, not
Forsaken
seeing.
by all the colors.
Yeah, not seeing the mutants is sort of a good thing on a good day. I haven't explained when they come out and about. Lance knows though. I look at Lance.
Mostly come out at night. Mostly.
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 The ones you get to fear are the ones that come out during the day. So the crystal bears, though, Derek explains, I've learned from hunting them how to reinforce my body in certain areas. Muscle control, if you will. Controlling the density of certain spots of my body and area. When the assailant hit me, I was able to tense myself up in several areas. And even use my mastery over hunting these crystal bears to mimic their crystalline structure. He points at his skin. He tries to like pull at it, but you know how we are elastic? His skin is firm, like a sheet of metal. He's copied their crystal like structure for his skin with his muscle control. He's done this over years of training. And now it's only going to get better because now he has blood magic to mix with his other skill that he has. So he has crystal bear hunting, which is one skill. But the other skill that Derek has is muscle control. Because he can physically control his muscles around. Now he's going to try to mix it with his blood magic as his third and final skill. A blood magic person who can start punching you to cause you to bleed.
Just as Tyrannus intended.
When did you start believing in Tyrannus?
Oh, I think about after the second time of meeting him. Like the first time you didn't know, maybe you got punched in the head really hard, right? Right. But the second time, no, there's something there.
Derek shakes his head. I can't say that I've known about the prismatics. They were outlawed by my time as a kid.
We can't outlaw color, that's ridiculous.
They did.
Because Falcone would be too young for it, but Derek is just shy. He was born 10 years. He was born 10 years after they banned it, but old enough to have heard and seen, people still trying to use it and then eventually be quieted out. Because Falcone and everyone else during the roleplay, you guys are just experiencing it again as a re-emergence, being dormant.
Yeah, that's what happens. It's like it builds up and then
Big smile.
Build all over the place. Hey,
Oh no, what are you doing here, little one?
Yeah, these little things just find their ways within everywhere. I can't. They were even trying to get in the church.
Well, I imagine they can get into the church. They're still hungry. Oh, I'm sorry. It's still hungry.
Okay. Um,
that's suicidal. Just
let's
saying.
fast forward everyone to their destinations in time. So that would be 7 hours within to the Thursday morning, for Falcone to arrive at a safe location for role playing, which would be. Oh, you're not the door knocker. Whoops.
Oh no, Falcone broke into the police pound, stole the door knocker, and drove off.
He wouldn't
Why is
even
it-
break in. He just walk in, taking the door knocker. You physically can't stop me. I'll see you. I'll see you at the reunion.
Edmund,
You physically
And he paid like the
can't-
little fee to leave. He pay
Me-
that.
Oh my god.
You're still
Hold on.
en route to the. You're still like about 30 to an hour to get to your destination, Aristotle. But
I
more
would
or
like
less you're
to.
there.
I would
Mhm.
like to think they met
Actually-
each other on the highway. Falcone looked to his right. Went, isn't that a Market District police car? And Edward just feels intense dread in his dream, just seeping in.
No, I don't see a twink with a cowboy hat and blonde hair in there. I do see Victor though. Hi, Victor.
What time are we at? Okay, great.
Honk. Both you guys honk at each other.
So let's go turn over to Lance on our on Wednesday night because he's still dreaming. Cyric, you're still there, right?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, great. Just be on standby for a bit.
Yeah.
Lance,
Yeah. No, you said a cafeteria, right, Job?
place to stuff your full face. You have your face full of food, your mouth full of it, right? Yes. Fruits and vegetables, protein and rice.
Wait, I'm asleep. How am I needing to eat?
Sleep? Oh, silly. You're wide awake. You're here with me.
No, my body's back in travail.
No, you're here. Here in the Sea of Green.
Dude, I know I'm asleep. That's how I got here.
Job reaches over and pinches Lance. It hurts.
Oh,
How are you dreaming if I just hurt you?
I don't know. Maybe because I'm an anime user.
Well, that's how you're in the Sea of Green. And that's how you got the primordial sewing kit.
So, because I'm an anime user, if I don't eat anything in the Sea of Green, I'm gonna die of starvation, like outside, right?
I don't know why you're waiting around. They make a mean pasta and marinara.
Well, lead. We can walk and talk. Isn't that right, August?
Do do do. The Anima user you were attempting to reach is currently not around.
Yeah, fuck you too, August.
Lance, from the top of this hill, you realize that you look because remember, you guys left the cottage because the cottage doubled up as the house where this guy was with a lot of other people living there. But when you step out of the cottage, because it sat on top of a large hill of the Sea of Green, you're on an island that has multiple hills and a large mountain, and it also has a huge city. When you come out, you see a small city that sits underneath the valley of the hills that you are standing on top of. We'll go down there to Fairbay. Sorry, to Fairberry. He points down to the cavernous place. There. They have a mess hall and wonderful sorts of good food to eat.
are those the people I can talk to? Things and whatnot.
Concepts and creations. Job leads the way walking down the hill. Just don't ask the wrong questions. You might intimidate or provoke the folk.
Suppose I can't try to ask him about the animal. Would that be a bad question?
Sorry, weapon?
I said, Lance asks, so asking about the animal, would that be a bad question?
The what?
Admiral.
Oh,
Admiral.
Admiral. Oh, Admiral. No. He's a local hero. There'd be
The
no
big
issues.
boat captain.
Yeah, that'd be perfectly fine to ask of Admiral. Admiral Alexander, that is.
Alright.
Well, he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, you told me.
Mhm.
You don't know his safety dance.
No, I know it. I can't share those things with you.
Oh.
Plus, he probably wouldn't come by. He's currently on patrol in the Sea of Green. Lance,
Even if you told him that you...
Mhm.
Oh, what was that?
Go ahead.
Oh, even if he told him that you knew someone who could fix the damaged hole in the Sea of Green?
Hmm. Maybe I could give him a call after we get something to
Let's
eat.
eat. Yeah, I'm starving.
You guys make your way down the hillside to get to Fairbury. It has a settlement about 15 buildings. A sweet smell of the appleberry pie wafts
Lance
and
takes a deep
pulls.
inhale.
Mhm.
Look at all the lonely people. Do, 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 do.
All the
Look
people
at
here look
all
like
the-
Job.
Are you all voices of the green?
Why, yes.
I
How did you
actually
know?
work for Jade.
It's a hunch.
Call it a guess.
Yeah, call it an educated guess.
The buildings are built to their size.
So, if there's so many of you guys, well, does this kind of thing always happen? Like, something tearing up the whole the Sea of Green?
No, not quite. It's a near occasion, really. We might have had a calamity too. But this is something all way new. Lance, the
Yeah.
mess hall, walking into it, you can't squeeze in the door frame. You're a big boy.
Job, I can't fit in.
Why, of course you can. Just squeeze. Suck it all in, Lance. Come on.
Lance tries to suck it all in.
I'm trying to shove it inside of it. Come on, you want to you just
Let's
suck it
try-
in like you want to want to get through. Come on, you can do this. You actually feel a little bit of the pressure of you pushing through.
He's like screaming like a Super Saiyan at this point.
You break the door frame and the wall of it and slap through, like get pushed into the interior. You instinctively sit your head up, which you bang on the ceiling.
Oh. Job, I really can't fit in here.
I have taken a notice.
Lance like kind of falls back onto his back, like goes like lies on his back and slowly crawls out of the building to prevent any more damage to the structure, and slowly takes off the frame that's on his body before
takes
looking
it-
at Job.
It takes you a little bit of time, but Job
Yeah.
has left you, but comes back after a while with a plate full of berries and nuts and one rather ostentatiously large piece of meat.
Ah, thanks. Thank you, Jump. He takes the plate. It's his size, isn't it? Like, it's a job-sized plate.
They got the extra large plate, which is big enough for your hand.
Ah, okay.
Grande.
Ooh, grande. Slowly begins to eat it.
Weirdest, succulent meat you've ever had. No pause.
He takes like 2 bites of it. And it's like, oh, slowly scoop up like a berry or two to follow it up like a chaser.
Ah, good idea. Because the berry helps wash down the flavor of the meat in a nice floral way. And yeah, Lance, you feel your HP and HAP restore themselves.
Mm.
Lance, as you're in your meal, Cyrek, you walk through the silver portal. As you've walked through the silver portal, you find yourself in a walkway. There's nothing but darkness around you, and a silver path leading ahead. When you look behind you after walking through that silver threshold, you're at the end of the silver path. There's nothing behind you, and there's only a totality of darkness. You do note, when you look backwards, Cyrek. Oh, no, you don't know anything of yet, no. It's just you and the darkness. And the silver path that lies ahead of you. You are standing on a silver platform.
Not much to do except to keep going.
You start to take your steps forward, Cyrek. You walk through the darkness, and it would be about 60 or 70 steps as you start to notice something. There's like color coming around the horizon of the depth of where you are, defining. There's color coming into your horizon, defining depth to you. And at first, you swear something hit you. And the second time it happens, you're sure that there's something moving around you, or something moving constantly around you. How does Sonic want to react?
Let's see. I guess I'll make a shield construct with my silver magic.
Okay.
Like one he can carry around.
When you create your construct, you notice that, dust and ashes doesn't come off your body, but rather beside you,
You mean
standing.
Astronova?
Astronova, thank you. Astronova appears beside you, not on your body. Because
Wait,
as you create your shield construct, it forms the floating tattoos forms the tattoo body into a shield for you.
Astronova, what are you doing? Currently, when you're not on my arms like this, feel naked in a way that doesn't feel right. What is this place?
Astronova gives you the vibes of, I don't know what to tell you. I am I feel disconnected here too.
Well, I'm gonna hold you close to me. And we'll keep marching forward.
Hey. As the color starts to get more defined around you, it starts to become noticeably green. your feet start to get wet. Your ankles and your legs start to get splashed with water. And you realize, as you step closer and closer to the silver path, that it fades. And now you're floating in water.
Are what the hell? Silver Path and now I have to swim there now?
You look around, because there's no more silver path, it faded away. When it faded away, you've started to, like, float on the water surface. You notice that the water here is a bright green. The area around you when you scan has no visible landmarks save for a few distant islands. There are innumerable islands around. They sit various distances, I would say about maybe 7 or 8 that you can see in your immediate proximity. The one that stands the most notable is the closest one. It sort of sits there as a floating platform with water pouring from the top of portion of it, eking out to its sides.
Hate to get these clothes messed up, but I've got no choice. I'm going to swim over there.
You begin to swim. You still have the shield out, right?
Yeah.
As you begin swimming with Astronova activated, pay 3 AP. You do note that when you have Astronova out here with the color and everything more defined, this ocean you're in, that your shield, Astronova's glows a bright silver. It's like super bright.
Let's see one. So okay, so I'm used silver 1 AP to create my silver construct, but now because I enter here, I'm losing 3 more.
No, I thought you created a shield.
I'm using
You already did.
yeah. So yeah,
Oh, a silver construct shield. Ah, I see. Okay.
yeah.
No, oh, okay. So then just pay 1 AP.
Okay.
Yeah, but Astronova would be beside you, swimming as a tattoo outline. Your silver magic's different. I thought you were creating Astronova as a shield.
Yeah, no, I actually said silver.
Okay. My apologies.
No problem.
But yeah, Astronova would be swimming next to you, whilst your silver magic shield would still be in use, and it'd shimmer and sparkle while you use it. The currents here are strong as you swim. Every time you continue to paddle yourself through this water, you keep feeling something tug your anima energy down into the water. It wants to keep you into the base, like deep. Wants you to swim deeper into it. Make a charisma check.
Can I junction?
Yeah, sure.
I shall do that. Charisma and defense.
As you junction and you fight that urge to get pulled into the water, you begin to glow brightly with Astronova being attaching itself back onto your flesh in order to help junction. You illuminate the water immediately around you too. And as you attempt to continue to swim, you find that your progress begins to slow down as the weight in the wake of a large sea creature approaching and trying to hunt you down.
Is this some sort of guardian?
It's some sort of large creature approaching behind you. You only make heads or tails it's there because, like an apex shark, its dorsal fin approaches.
Oh, I hope it's Terry. Please let it be Terry.
It's massive. That dorsal fin alone is as big as a siren. How do you want to handle this large monster approaching?
Is something still tugging at me?
That sensation doesn't disappear. The creature's still trying to approach you. And the island that you're trying to swim to, I'd say it's closing in on less than a mile. So you still have
I
some
guess we'll
distance.
continue. Try to swim towards that island as best I can.
Make a dexterity check.
Oh, by the way, because I'm using silver here, I'm sorry, because my silver merged with Astronova, when I junction, does that silver count towards the AP I'm using towards the 100?
No.
Okay,
Yeah, it's only when you make silver stuff.
okay, just making sure.
Yep, yep.
You know, because I want to see what happens. I'll junction this roll too.
Okay.
Dexterity and defense.
Okay, roll the 20.
Holy, I crit. Wait, no, I didn't. I almost did.
Damn near, yeah. You begin to speed pedal as fast as you can to get away from this large sea creature. And through the use of your anima power and your strength alone, well, dexterity, you're able to nimbly cut through the water, and while the creature's large maw tries to swallow you whole, you find that pivoting your body quickly and nimbly to the right is just enough to get your way away from the bite of the creature's maw. It swims past, frustrated, to try to get another attack on you. Excuse me, though, with your effort and strength, your effort and dexterity, you manage to get close enough to the island to latch yourself onto it. You find that the island stays fixated, like a hard point, like any island mass would. It's just reassuring as you can feel the waves, see the waves crash across this island surface, like sides. As you pull yourself up and sit onto the side of the island, it's rather small. It's a very small place. You feel the surface you're sitting on is also this weird water that flows from the center of the base of the island and flows outward and seeps onto the edges and spills over. There's a fountain that sits at the middle, and that's where all this water that keeps spilling around is. The water coming out from that fountain is a bright prismatic coloring, has all the colors spilled into it.
Boy, I wish I had a camera for this.
Man, I'm
What's
feeling kind of polished this time. Like,
I'm imagining if he takes a picture of that and shows to somebody, they just say a siege from all the colors.
I
What do you
don't
want
think
to?
they can even
What do you
see
want to
it.
do here? There
Let's
are
take a closer
other.
look at
there,
that.
there are other islands too.
Well, let's explore this one first. Let's take a close look at that fountain.
You walk up towards the fountain. It comes up to Cyric's chest. So you're what, 7? Yeah, it's about 5 feet off the ground. That's about right. You're able to within the center of this fountain. There is this strange circular object that has these you and as the player would know as the stars decorated across itself. And it has this aquamarine blue capsule that hovers on top of it.
Stars
Stars!
in their multitudes.
There's a sense of calming, refreshingness coming from this area that you're in, Cyric. You're at ease with yourself, and much like how Lance stepping onto that beach, you two feel the weariness of your travels, your journey, your anxieties just fade away, being near this fountain.
Fade away, fade away.
There's also this unworldly wind that comes around so often. In the skies dance of an aurora borealis. Again, we as the players know this, but as Cyric, it's just dancing colors in the sky like a curtain of an invisible play continuing
It's
to move
dancing
back and forth.
mad!
Dancing! Yeah, I can't wait to reveal that. That's an anonymous. Don't worry, I can't wait to reveal that.
Kafka's thing? The final boss thing?
Oh yeah, Dancing Mad. Anyway, back to the Cyric. How else do you want to? What else do you want to do here? The fountain.
I guess sit by it and relax for a few minutes.
You hear the gentle streaming of the fountain. You feel at peace with its energy. Sitting by it, you strangely notice that you're not wet by this water, but it definitely is flowing. It's like the water's like fibric phobic or something. Like it doesn't matter that you're there; it just flows regardless. It flows off of your. If you put your hand into the water, it still flows through it. If you try to couple it, it sleeps out through any cracks it could. You can't keep this water in any vessel form. It always seeps, no matter what, back into itself. Otherwise, if you spend some time here, Cyrus, you just find yourself at peace. There's not much I can describe. It's been a long time since Cyrus found himself at such a serenity. Probably the closest time would be the Emerald Isles on his first vacation.
Yeah. Shames is not on the beach though. That said, if these colors are, if this water is prismatic, if I were to put some silver in here, how would it react?
I don't know.
I would spend 1 AP to make his hand glow silver, and then just stick his hand into the water gently.
Cyrus coats his right hand with silver energy. And
Also nice. I'm now at 69 out of 100.
Nice.
Nice. You dip
Yeah, the
your
picnic
right
background says.
you dip your right hand into this fountain, prismatic energy. As you push your hand with silver energy into it, at first you feel a resistance before finally an acceptance, and almost a tugging like sensation, with your hand being almost completely immersed, pulled through the surface. It's airy, it's soft, it's flowing like water should. There's this connection. Cyrus gets disconnected from his character.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Cyrus becomes Pandora.
Oh. We switch
Oh.
places.
You're a
Cyrus,
woman now.
you, Cyrus, are disconnected. Uh, while while this happens, your silver energy is attempting to do things at the current moment that your consciousness, that's who is Cyrus, doesn't understand yet. Cyrus, though, you are technically alive. You are a memory, but more than that, you are a fragment of the actual Cyrix soul that Pandora was because of how great distance works, the way she used it. You weren't the only one who was affected by her power, and another great example, the only other example is Eclipse, because it's not just one person, they were two people to become one. That is how Pandora did it with Cyric as well. Though at the current moment, Cyric, the fragment of your soul uh, floats down, and this fragment represents itself as a portion of Cyric's right eye. It makes up a portion of his left floating hand, and a little bit of his right upper thigh. They're fragments of portions of Cymric's body, not the full him. You float Cymric, though, down this dark sea. After, of course, like I said, touching this fountain. You float down the dark sea. A sudden dropness of consciousness, all that color, every serenity is gone. As you fall, you slowly start seeing a feudal styled palace come into approach below you before finally coming upward in front of you before you land on sort of a pad, a waiting area, and a line of other souls waiting to be judged.
Oh, oh no.
Pandora takes her hand out of the fountain, gasping. What? The silver energy dissipates quickly, as she has no mastery or knowledge of how to do so. Huh? She looks at her hands, confused. Cynric? Pandora screams out. Cynric? Cynric, you come face to face with Minos after what seemed to be like a near forever. Time is subjective in Death Realm. Your,
What the hell?
your fragmentic spirit approaches Minos. Huh. Minos speaks up. This is unique. Speak your name, spirit.
Uh, Cynric. Cynric Magnus Gunvald.
You have trouble saying your last name. It stumbles up a few times before you're finally able to squeeze it out. Hmm. Minos looks over his book. He runs through a couple of pages, flipping through it.
Hey, so
Gunvold.
very twisted. Thanks for the lurk, brother.
Hey, thanks for the lurk. There.
Thank you.
He points at something in the book.
Hey,
But you're alive. But you're dead. It says here an explosion destroyed you. I can see that has left its mark. But Pandora has kept you alive.
Who
Says,
exactly are
"Hmm?
you, if I may ask?
I am King Minos, the judger of souls and the decree of where you will spend your afterlife. I run through your life, and I deem where you are meant to go to serve the remainder of your existence. In Jewelberg, you grew up a modest life to a aspiring family, seeking service like into civility life like your family had been. You found a job at security task force within the starport of Jewelberg. After a few years of service, that's when you finally came across. That's when you finally, bit the bullet, the explosion that killed you. Jewelberg was being invaded by an enemy empire, and you happened to be in the crossfire of its initial attacks. It says here that after Pandora had used great distance, you were separated from your friend Prometheus. You were separated from everything you knew. But in fact, you were actually near dead before Pandora opened the power, used her power, and she had barely saved what she could with you now. You'd been She had been using her anima power to keep the memory of you going, and used her power to transmorph herself to your fragmented soul, and used her power to reflect that mutation. So she would be Cyric. Whilst you had this union, you have done many good things. You've kept people safe, you've healed people. I mean, you prevented death when death should happen, but I'm not going to weigh that against you. After all, the existence of the magic contradicts the sort of punishment for it, so I digress. You've lived a rather well life, Cyric.
King Dinosaur.
So what will it be? Will you take uh, resting in the afterlife, or do you want to take a reincarnation?
Hell, this.
Okay, I hate this, but I really gotta go piss. I'll be right back.
Yep, see you in a bit.
No, no,
Gotta
no.
take a decision.
Cynric is dead?
You gotta let the thing keep going.
Minos looks over his side. Isn't that white little guy? Yes.
I leave. Okay, so I leave,
Mm,
right? I go
Mhm.
help my mom in bed because her LVAD was about ready to start throwing alarms. She was at 20% battery. Come back to hear Cynric swimming and then die. What did I miss?
He put his hand
He
into the headline.
a beast. He put his hand in a fountain that was brimming with prismatic colors. He infused his hand with silver. And at first, the water resisted, but then it accepted his hand. And then suddenly, he started to fall. All that was remaining of his form was his left eye, his right arm, and bits of his legs. And meanwhile, Pandora is now sitting at the fountain, confused.
So his physical aspects that were left from the explosion, right? Is that what you were
Yes.
implying there, Dungeon?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Damn,
So
he got fucked up. Then again, like, I'm not surprised. I am surprised that they left such
What I'm
bits
saying is,
left behind.
what I'm saying is that the like his whole body didn't leave that, like he didn't have just like a bit of his head remaining. Though what remaining parts of his soul that was still there when she used great distance to do that soul merge. That's what little parts left that was left in him that were still alive. Because he was dying.
Jesus Christ.
Yee.
Invaded by a foreign empire.
It was the pygmies, wasn't it, Dungeon?
I'll look away.
They look at
It
kill
was
them
look at
all.
you.
Let the
always
DM
the
sort them
pygmies.
out.
I'll look away. I say nothing. I just look away. Ah.
How did we become a military empire? I don't care, load the nukes.
Oh shit. Yada yada go. Yada yada yada. Blow the nukes. They'll
You gotta-
they
The
they'll respect us when we finally shoot them.
no, we won't.
but sir, the civilian casualties were considered in the estimates, and they were considered a well price to pay. Now fire the nukes.
Pygmies would do that.
We
Yeah,
have look at me. We have no moral compass. There is no heaven or hell. It is now. We exist now. There is no afterlife. When we die, it's nothing. It's
As that
just
pygmies, yeah, as that
blackness
pygmies
as
like
we go to
talking, an agent just starts sniping. One, two, three. Oh wait, don't shoot me! Wait! Shoots him. Huh. I wonder if Redacted's gonna finally get that drink with me.
nothing. Absolute.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back. So yeah, do you want to take reincarnation or do you want to take paradise?
I actually want to ask a few questions first,
What's that?
if I may.
No,
Well, Your Highness.
I'm not a highness. I'm a judge,
Oh,
but
I'm sorry. Is Your Honor better?
No.
it would suffice.
Your Honor, You mentioned that my soul was fragmented.
You need to mention it. Look at yourself. They wheel in a mirror to show you, Cyrus, that you're a floating right eye, left thigh, and right hand.
Right.
If anything, he'll save a ton on wardrobe.
Uh,
He's done his career as a fucking Michael Jackson impersonator.
by any chance, do you know where the rest of my fragments are?
Probably in paradise.
Why are you not
Probably.
sure?
This is sort of this sort of thing doesn't usually happen.
Oh my god! I look at you, Dungeon Glaring. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Hold on, I'll send you a message.
Sure.
Damn it.
Continue.
So this sort of thing doesn't usually happen with like I've seen every death in this universe, so a lot of shit has happened. A lot that are more casual than others, and a lot that are rarer than others. This situation with your soul being in my book still alive and dead is one of these few occasions that are rare. Your inactive soul piece might be in paradise.
Mm.
Oh, no. But a good idea, it leads to the idea, doesn't it, though?
Yeah, it does. Because, like, if the guy of death doesn't know what the rest of his fucking soul is, I'm like, well, that was my forced conclusion.
Yeah, no, so what could have happened was your unconscious soul was weighed by me as a different entity. Because here you haven't been given past judgment. So either an unconscious part of you has been sent to paradise or some other part to the death realm. It'll take me time to find it. Otherwise, it's already settled somewhere in the death realm. It's not alive. That's the dead part of you. The alive part of you is what's the fragments that are still here. That's what makes this whole thing unique. You should be dead. And even at this very moment, speaking with me, you should be dead. But you're not. You're not true dead. Pandora is alive, and she still has, and Pandora's it still has access to her anima power. If she were to lose connection to the anima power for just long enough, you would fade into the death realm permanently. So as GM, anti-anima effects are pretty fucking devastating to Cyrus.
Of course they are.
Yeah, so stay away from, like,
The
the
summoner.
containment cells, or anima users. You're gonna die.
Great. Love that for me.
I mean, you're like on a leash, and the leash is made of anima energy. It
Yes.
gets any form of severing, you fly. You're like a
Well,
balloon.
you might be able to live for like 3 to 4 minutes, which is 400 turns if you want to put it into a perspective battle. So there are opportunities and chances to definitely save your hide before that ultimatum happens, but we're not there yet. Let's just worry about where we are now, which is your floating spirit speaking to the to the judge of
You
death
know.
and yeah the King Minos. You call him Highness. He calls himself Judge because they call him King Minos, but he's a judge.
Hmm.
More like a bit.
I guess for a second question, does that book contain like all my memories?
It contains your history of life, yes.
May I read it? Because ever since I came to Sparrow City, my memory has been fractured, just like my soul.
Well, that's your problem. Your soul needs to be fixed before your memory can be fixed. It's sort of a one and done, one and two.
Oh,
Yeah, just like Lance.
I guess for a third question, how did I end up here? I don't remember
Plot.
dying. No, it's not that. I meant like just now I was exploring some island. There was this fountain. I put my hand in it and suddenly I'm here.
Let me read the last entry. Hmm. You've entered the anima realm. Found an island. Decorum 2. He doesn't say some of the words out loud. And you put your hands into the basin. Cause of death. It doesn't state a cause of death, unfortunately. Because again, you're this quasi state. I cannot tell you how you arrived here. Simply that you have arrived here after in contact with that fountain. My knowledge is not of the living realm, or of the realms outside of my purview, so I cannot tell you how you perished, or why you're here. All I can tell you is that you are a fragmented soul who's finally come to, receive the judgment of your soul, the remaining half of your soul, the conscious half of it.
So you know nothing about that water.
It's out of my realm's jurisdiction. I do not know what it is. Personally, I know of it, but that's not something I need to share with you.
All right then. Am I connected to Silver in any way here?
The Death Realm has connections to the Prismatic, yes.
I wonder if I'm a fragment. Can you silver magic to create? I don't know, like something. How do I put it? Can I glue myself together with some silver magic for a hot second here?
Maybe to get the remainder pieces and to make a small Cyric, sure. It'd be a small silver Cyric.
And what's Pandora doing while this is happening?
Uh, Genuinely trying to figure out what the fuck, where you went, and trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with the fountain and where she is.
I'm just calling out to Pandora. Pandora, hey, Penny, Penny.
Yo, bitch.
New phone, who this?
You feel distant, Cyric.
You forgot to pay your
Your yells
child
don't
support,
reach
bitch.
anywhere. Well, your yells don't reach any further than the halls you're in, and the souls around you just look uncaring and unwistfully as they get their you're set to the side to take your time for your judgment as the rest of the parishioners are continuing their judgment, looking at you wearily as you yell out Penny.
Oh, you're gonna send me to hell, huh, big guy? After everything I've done for this world, huh? You're gonna send me to hell? Is that
You know
that your final judgment, huh?
he's
Send
giving
me to
Cyric
hell.
he's giving Cyric the choice between paradise or reincarnation.
No.
No,
Somebody in the crowd looking at me.
so,
Going, you're gonna
yeah,
send
it's
me to hell, really? I was the poster child for goodness. I
Oh,
hold on.
you know,
I was our Mother Teresa. You're gonna send me to hell?
says here
well,
you
you walk.
embezzled drugs to kids.
Like I said, I modeled myself after Mother Teresa. Are you saying she's in hell, huh?
I don't want to. No, I do not want to comment on that. No.
Just a slimy politician doesn't mean my soul should be destroyed forever.
Yes, it does.
What about the good? Yeah, what about the good I did? You didn't do anything. You embezzled all the money. I made sure West Bay got something. You skimmed from the top. We
You
built
st-
that
no, you
library.
skim through the whole chunk. You left scraps.
Wait, why am I here?
You
I
just
actually am
keep
kind of
I,
confused.
I keep trying to get you shits out, but you keep flying back in.
No, no, I was killed. I got shot by a sniper.
No,
Only
no, no.
200 yards away.
You guys don't have souls.
That's what I was saying before I got shot. I'm scared.
Mm.
Sounds like a skill issue. Next.
Sarek, how do you want to handle this?
Hmm.
All this time I'm trying to buy you time, Cedric.
And here I am. I'm also about to do the same. Oh, some sick. Can you tell me about these
Falcone,
reincarnation paradise options?
Falcone's pug dancing in the background.
I can't get to, well, I can't get into great detail as when you take in the step further, those choices are beyond my understanding as well. I'm the judge of the death realm. I don't personally experience what lies beyond after I've given judgment. I know
Man, that
of it.
sucks.
He takes that pygmy and throws it. Paradise is the afterlife, as you would know as immortal, is heaven. All your worldly desires will always be met. No conflict, no harm. And reincarnation is, well, to return to the living realm as a different vessel. Your soul is kept. Your consciousness is wiped, and a new consciousness is born into your soul, your current soul.
Would that mean you know who I was in a previous life?
Why are you crying cap on Eevee, Sapphire?
Sorry, sorry, say that again, Loon.
Does that mean you knew who I was in a previous life?
Your soul hasn't been marked for reincarnation, so you weren't a previous avatar. You are a
The
fresh
Mother
soul.
Teresa.
LOL, the Mother Teresa comment, LOL. No, Cyrus, you are a fresh soul, fresh vessel. This is the first time you would be experiencing a true death, so you can choose to take a reincarnation onto your soul, or go to paradise for the good deeds you've done. You've led a generally good life with relatively small things worth mentioning of sin.
Oh yeah?
Looking here, there was a fling with iron hands, but it's 2023. Those things are no longer considered a sin.
Yeah.
Shakespeare, however,
Oh my god.
Spin my
that
head.
was that was a Simpsons reference. That was a where was like the. Do you know what I'm talking about, Loon? With the Simpsons reference?
No,
Uh,
I don't watch much Simpsons.
oh, I'll post it in Spiral City.
Shakespeare, however. That kind of cracks at the nut with his teeth. Am I supposed to do that? Is it like a skeleton's nut? Oh, when Homo ends up in actual hell. Why
Yeah.
am I down here? You committed all
But-
7 sins at the same time before you died.
Literal actual for real hell for Homer.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Well, that probably just cost me the match. Yeah. Whoopsie.
Still waiting for your choice, Cyrek.
Honestly, Your Highness, I don't think I can choose right now.
You have to, so you're
Hold
dead,
on,
man. Hmm.
You're like, guess what? We're dead.
hold on. My soul isn't fully whole, and there's no proof that it's behind paradise, right?
Sorry?
I don't think it's right to send a fractured soul to its end until till it's fully rebuilt. You said that it might be in paradise, but what if I find somewhere backward in the anima realm?
Hmm. Well, then I would condemn your spirit. I would let you go on the pretext that once your spirit had become whole, you will have to return to the death realm and experience your true death.
Cause I had way, cause I have way too many things I had to take care of up there. I have to protect
Yes,
spouse,
yes. Everyone has deeds and duties and responsibilities that they alone must be the ones to atone for.
of course.
You sure you don't want reincarnation or paradise? I can guarantee you will find a lovely place among heaven itself.
But hold on, I character though. For real, just like that, I'm dead. Oh my goodness.
Just keep going, trust in the process.
What's the process, then?
Right.
Honestly, I think just wing it and go for it.
All tracks, huh?
Let's see.
Yeah, I just like the idea like everyone's pug dancing while
Mhm.
Sandwich being judged.
Outside the window, though, Vito sees you guys. He rolls down the sliders to keep you guys the shades to keep you guys from a vision. God damn it! I
But you,
really
you see our but you see our shadows still dancing.
I really gotta hire someone to clean that side of the building off.
Did someone say higher? I like money.
Well, fuck.
Hmm.
I had so much paperwork in real life. Now I have paperwork in death. My life's just been paperwork. I'm a bureaucratic hell. This is bureaucratic hell.
Hmm.
I just thought this was gonna be fair.
Oh.
I tripped.
Picks you back up.
Yay! Go ahead, Loon.
All right then. So it might be a maybe up there, and a maybe down here. Well, down in quotes. If I was forced to pick between the two options, reincarnation, I firstly don't think it's for me. I mean, I know I'm in little pieces right now, but I liked who I was when I was whole.
In paradise, you get to be you.
And I think I was a pretty good me.
It's okay.
I mean, big strength, heavenly powers, powers to restore other people as best as I can.
Yeah, you did well in your life. So paradise it is. Begins to sign your soul to it. Go.
Besides, one more thing. You did say my parts of my soul could be in paradise already, and there's no other way for me to check. Is there?
Correct. Well, Cyrek Mold, he finishes signing. Your soul has been permitted to go to Paradise. Wait, huh? Cyrek, you start to levitate upward. Hey, no, that's not where paradise is.
Wait, what?
Jailbreak!
You hear a woman yell, Cynric!
Hmm.
As Pandora yells towards you. As she scooped her hand into the bowl basin, yelling at it, trying to do anything she can to find you, desperately, using great distance.
Ugh.
You levitate higher into the sky, Cyrus, before returning into a semi-level of consciousness. You aren't you right now. You're you're sorry, Penny, you're Pandora's reflection of, excuse me, of Cyrek. And that is in the form of uh floating flame Cyrek. Because you're also being used as her anima power aspect. Her thing is usually a box, but it wouldn't make sense unless Cyrek's coming out of the box. That's weird. So he's got this flamey look. Cyrek has this flamey look to him with no legs, like a ghost. Pandora looks at Cyrek. Cyrek?
Oh, Penny. Uh, h- hi.
Oh, she hugs you tight. I'm so glad you. She slips through you. Oh, what the? Okay, I guess I can't touch you. That's. She phases through you, which feels kind of like someone tickling you.
That tickles.
Oh, oh, she blushes a bit. Sorry, I didn't mean anything. Um, where'd you go? Are you okay? Why, why do you look so hurt?
Order you
Cause,
do not put your hand into that fountain. I nearly paid the price for it.
she still has her hand and she yoinks it out. Oh, okay, she clenches her hand a bit, but, uh, where are you?
Okay, hold on. Out of character. Is he allowed to
Mhm.
talk about what happened down there?
You do share with body and the soul. She
Um,
knows vaguely some stuff here and now.
But am I allowed to say, hey, I literally died and then got yanked
you can
back
say that
here?
you can say that. I mean, you don't have to check in with me, but you can definitely say something like that.
Well, when I stuck my water in there with silver, I felt like I instantly died, have no idea why, and then I got barely yanked back here.
Is he in that form? Because that's the last image of him that Pandora saw before activating Great Distance.
I tap my finger to my nose. Oh.
Oh. Oh yeah, that would be big
Interesting.
wild.
But look, I'm sorry I'm scared you. I'm alright now. But I guess
Where
because
are
of what
we?
they did,
Where'd you bring us? I usually am asleep when I project you. It takes a lot of my mental focus, so I'm not active when you are. Where are we? We're not in the
well,
physical realm.
right. I'm here to investigate the energy I feel whenever I go into my silver champion form.
Silver. What form?
Yeah, when I'm in that form, I have temporarily unlimited anima power.
No, I just don't know what a silver champion is.
Oh, well,
Well,
somebody. Okay, out of character. Is he allowed to talk about what champions are to people?
I mean, like Lion said earlier, she's not a stranger. She is of one of your soul. She is of one of your soul. She just doesn't know what the hell you're talking about, but she isn't a
Yeah,
stranger.
yeah, think of it like this: when you're around, walking about, talking, and doing stuff with us, she's asleep, but her dreams are what you're doing. She is basically experiencing everything, but she does not fully 100 retain it. She knows it's happening, but she's just in a dream.
Uh,
It's like, yeah,
And you
that's how
wouldn't
it's
be
going.
punished for explaining things to yourself. It's just yourself. Plus, you don't know
Yeah,
where you are to suffer if you would suffer those consequences.
yeah.
well,
You're basically explaining the stuff here and there to yourself, because what happened to your soul and the tethering of it. You basically created. She basically created a loophole to gain knowledge beyond her scope.
well, Penny, if memory serves, each prismatic color back in Spell City has a champion, a representative. When they complete a great task set by that color, they become a champion of said color and gain powers from those very same colors.
I see.
Whenever been using my champion form recently, well, because of what happened, I feel a lot more intense when I do it, and because of that, I can sense that this unlimited power I have isn't truly my own, so I begin to investigate it. We were down on a silver road, we chatted a bit, and then we came out to a green sea, and after nearly getting eaten by something, we ended up on that island where that fountain was.
She looks around where she is. Here. And when you put your hand in that fountain, that disconnected you?
Yeah, I tried to since you see how this has all these colors. I figured
Uh-huh.
what happened if I were to make it focus on silver, right? When I did that, I got disconnected from you.
Well, when you got disconnected, I felt like I was my perfect place, like my peak condition. I woke up immediately, energized even. That's when I didn't realize you were gone until it dawned on me. I didn't hear you, or I realized I wasn't sleeping anymore.
I wasn't taking a nap.
Oh God, it, I mean, taking me to say having a weight around your soul, cause I'm a big fucking man.
Hey, yo!
Wait,
Well,
what?
because you said it's okay, don't worry about it. Uh,
Yeah, I didn't mean it like that.
of course, Pandora goes, it's a responsibility that I take upon myself. I mean, you were trying to defend me. You try to keep me safe. The least I could do is, keep you as safe as I can with my power. Oh, she taps your, she tries to reach for your cheek, but like hovers her hand by it. I'm so sorry that I got you wrapped up in all this craziness, Samric.
Don't be, because I'm in here. I learned that our city is in danger.
Julbert?
Yeah.
I mean, it was in danger when we were attacked. I mean, that's the whole reason we were sent to Spiral City. I used great distance to keep us safe.
But knowing with what I know, it means we gotta take care of what's going on here before we can get back to Spouse. Before we get back to Julberg.
Right.
I
But
wonder.
how do we get back to Spiral City? We're in the middle of this island.
Right then, we have to continue exploring the rest of this place. That silver trail I started on has to reappear somewhere, or if not, I'll make it reappear.
Can you? Pandora looks at you confused. I mean, you are a ghost. You're missing pieces of you.
That's because that's my soul. It's fragmented. We got.
It's so fragmented. I started hearing a music going through you.
Yeah, that was my phone.
I,
Don't worry
I
about
don't
that.
poison. No, no, I don't want any. No. Well, how
No,
much?
no.
A fragmented soul, you say? Ah, that's too much for me to deal with. How much? Pandora looks sad. Oh, that's her soul after. Huh. Maybe we can fix it somehow? That fountain? What if I dip you in it?
What
Uh,
if I just drown you in this fountain?
I
This
don't
fountain
know.
is actually hostile to you.
Considering that dunking my hand in there has disconnected me from me, I'm not sure if I want to try again.
Well, to be fair, you infused your hand with silver. Then you did that. You don't, and you saw that Pandora dunked her hand unaltered with silver. So clearly, there's some kind of effect going on here.
Well, then again, before I told you to take your hand out of there, did you feel anything?
It was. The water felt warm. It was like it had a heartbeat. At first, it was hard for me to push my hand through it, but I struggled and went my hand through. I don't know, something innately
Oh,
in me was letting me eventually push through.
I guess.
What?
I mean, I wonder. Fine. I guess we'll try it. We have nothing. What else we can? What else we can do, right? I can't exactly be wandering around in this form, incomplete and everything.
Okay, and she walks over to the fountain. I'm a little nervous, but you'll be fine. I know you. You always come out on top. She says, trying to reassure herself more than you.
Right. I have to trust myself, and by extension, you too. That's how we got this far. All right, then let's do it.
He helps Cyric ease that spirit portion of him over the fountain, and slowly help him ease into the liquid. Cyric, you feel very weird. You were ticklish. You feel the water splashing on you, in you. You're kind of drowning. It's a cavalcade of sensations. Your body's not, your spirit is not really able to adjust to any one sensation. You're drowning. You're laughing. You feel wet. And this is when you feel the sensation when you're finally fully submerged. Whilst you're inside the contents of the basin of the fountain, you find that there is no bottom or anything.
Oh
There
no,
is
Cyrus
just
going through the Bioshock Infinite ending.
there is just a brighter light at the very bottom of what could be a bottom. It just keeps going down in a spiral of kaleidoscope-like colors.
oh. Sorry, reading a card.
Very good.
What's that good card?
Life finds a way. 2 colorless, 1 green. Enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, populate. Create a token that's a copy of that creature under your control. A creature token. Ah,
Yeah.
yeesh.
Jeez. So, Cyrus, you were in this fountain. You're at the very top of this sort of spiral going down to this bright light colors, leading you to this bright light. How do you want to proceed with this? Nothing is dragging you down. You feel weightless here. It's warm in the water. That sensation of being drowned eventually ceases away as uh you you find that you're able to like exist down here.
Let's swim like a few circles around this light, just to make sure that we're fully mobile.
Though the light's far beneath you, it's a considerable effort to swim down to it.
Can you describe the light more to me? Like, what color is it,
Nope, just a
if
bright.
any?
There's no color. It's just bright, pale light.
Do I get any particular vibes from it?
There's a warm sensation that comes through your body. It's like as a player character, as not the character as the Cyric. Cyric just feels warm, a sensation of something very bright and warm on him. As a player character, though, you can relate it to like the sun being reflected on you. It just illuminates a warmth across his surface of his body.
Well, he is a starman, so let's embrace that light. See what happens.
Cyric, you start to feel yourself sink because you're embracing it. You've chosen to embrace in this sort of light, and your spirit begins to fall lower and lower, closer to it. Sorry, guys, what did I miss? Cyric has found a fountain of prismatic light, and now he's, as a
Oh,
spirit form, sinking into it.
he's gonna die again.
I kind of want to build a dinosaur deck. Oop.
Everybody do the dinosaur. As you continue to
Yeah,
float
it's
downward,
all guys.
Cyric, you start to feel that there was something on your mind that you were thinking about, but it's maybe not as important right now. You start to think maybe your last name is really hard to remember. What was it again? What were you doing
What?
down here?
Oh, oh.
There was something you were doing.
Make
You just can't
make
remember
an
what.
intelligence check at a disadvantage to try to remember what Cyric was doing down here. Because otherwise, that bright light looks really nice. You should just probably keep swimming closer to it.
Okay,
I
first
mean,
off, can I cannot junction, right? Also, I take it
what's
my
wrong?
relics are disabled.
At the current moment, yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, fucking 8 and a 10. Jesus. Talking about he didn't want to fucking suffer this. Um, Sarek, you have this overwhelming sensation that there's something serious that you got. You can't remember what it is. It's just something serious. That's when you hear Cyrek distantly. It's a woman's voice.
Do you recall her?
Uh,
Cyrek.
is that Pe- Penny? Let's follow the voice.
It's dark where the voice is coming from. The warmth of the light's so bright, so nice. You sure you want to go back to the darkness?
Oh, don't do this to me. Just what is it about that light that made me forget everything?
Well,
So
keep going
warm,
down and you figure it out, pal.
so inviting.
It's like a childhood friend you missed. Your mom's favorite, your favorite dinner made by your mother. That one song that your dad loved playing that got stuck in your ear.
Hey,
Hey,
what?
what?
Looks at the other one.
Yeah, they both look at each other.
Hmm. But I don't know, considering this light's making me forget who I am, I'm not sure if I want to stay there any longer. We got a place to check out anyway.
You swim back to the darkness.
Oh, excuse me. I guess I'll do. Oh, I hate being indecisive like this.
It's okay.
Sometimes,
I'm
man,
sorry.
you just gotta
I'm
go with your gut.
laughing because it's a nervous habit of mine, but it totally makes sense for the high stakes situation you're in with that deals with your characters. You care that you care a lot about such stakes.
Hmm. Ah. But if I go back to Penny, then we won't have progressed. Can I not, I don't know, investigate the light? Like to stop and look at it?
You can look from where you are.
Yeah,
It's bright. It's warm. It's inviting
it's
as
trying to
hell,
bring you
man.
over.
Yeah, it's trying. Like I said, yeah, it's trying to bring you over, like a moth to a flame, dude.
Does the light feel familiar to him?
Like a warm embrace of a mother.
Song that you've
Hmm.
forgotten.
Unibeans, you know it, Dak.
This light, is it like a star, perhaps?
Well, with the kaleidoscope of colors are all around it, man. It's a bright light that's inviting.
Ah, hate being indecisive like this. Actually, I think this is not like some professional thing. Otherwise, I'd be choking so much each session.
It's all right. You do hear the faint voice of someone, lady, calling up to you, down to you. I'm reaching you for your car's extended warranty.
Come on, man, don't be a bitch.
No,
Give me the
Fuck it,
no.
beans.
I'm gonna go back. I don't like that it's wiping my memory. I'm having trouble remembering.
No, no, give me the beans.
You
Let's
swim
go back
back.
to Pan.
You swim back up
Let's go back to
to the
Pandora. Yeah.
darkness. And as you get closer to the darkness, your memories start to come back to you. Why you were there, your anima power, who you are, the fact that your soul's fragmented. And as you finally get up to the surface of the water, Pandora looks over, bewildered as you step out full formed and figured.
Wait a
Oh,
minute, what?
your spirit. She turns away. You're naked.
Yeah, duh, I'm a spirit.
Look, looks himself over.
You are fully
Wait,
formed
what?
and naked.
The hell was in that fountain that restored me?
Why don't you go back inside and figure it out, big boy?
Oh,
Well, your
Wait, hold
spirit
on.
form's
Oh,
fixed, but that doesn't mean you still have a
oh,
physical form.
okay, that was gonna be my question. Was he like physically standing there in front of him? But
Sorry?
you already answered it. No,
Yeah,
you already answered my question.
you're still a spirit fully formed, but we don't have, I've been using my anima to make you. So your spirit's all intact, but, um, hmm, how's this gonna work? You were smaller, so if don't take this the wrong way, fit easier?
Yeah, your compact thighs. That should be like how she would say, like you were more compact because there was very less of you.
There's a whole lot less of you. Hmm.
I'm gonna need to do a lot of yoga.
Oh my god.
It's a Simpsons reference.
I know it's a Simpsons reference.
Yeah.
how does Sonic feel? I know he's a spirit, not but how does he quote unquote feel?
Oh, h- I guess the better question to ask is, what sort of sensation do you think Sarek would be experiencing for a sort of freshness and newness that came over him, like taking a shower, finishing a shower?
Well, whatever the well, your idea I think worked because I feel like 1,000,000 gold right now. He gives
Nice
out a big
catch.
old laugh.
Well, I'm glad that you feel that way. Let's brainstorm some ideas to get out of this place. She looks around. Oh, I noticed that you're my anima power too. I mean,
What do you mean?
well, while we're here, you're my anima you represent my anima power. Great distance.
Oh, like how Alistair had Showtime?
I I don't know who Alistair is, but is it another anima user?
Oh, he is a friend of mine. Ah,
Oh,
character. You mean like how he's manifesting like Showtime did, right? Like a traditional JoJo stand, I mean.
Yeet. Like how so Sarek is appearing as Pandora's anima power because you are so conscious. You are an actual conscious spirit tethered to her because of her anima power. So you physically take up its look. Oh.
Huh, so this was what it feels like to be an anima.
Well, where do we go, Mr. Anima User? And we'll have to leave that off for you and Pandora to figure out where to go next. As a Sarek, your physical body would be morphed into that of a feminine form. Lance,
Right,
your
cause
physical.
Pandora who's
Good,
in the pilot seat right now.
correct. And Lance, you're foaming at the mouth, but a pygmy's still trying to rob you.
Hey, he's got medium, motherfucker.
Um, I do want to at least end with what I want to do next week with Falcone and Edmund. So starting with Edmund, and I'll end off with Falcone. Edmund, the car ride will take you eventually to the Aristotle district, and That's where we'll have the car idle and Victor look. Well, boss, one drive finally arrived. You would have been awake at least 30 minutes before getting here. So you'd have been watching and surveying Edmund before finally seeing that you've arrived at the Aerostarbel district. What are we doing here, boss? Devon speaks
Did
up
they give
after.
us any? Did they give us any trouble at the gate?
We flashed our badges, but didn't see
Quickly.
no Yeah, when I drove into the area, I gave them a fake face. I gave them the usual fake badge they did, my usual fake badge, and Devon offered his ID. We went in smoothly, no problem. You were accounted for as a sleeping passenger.
Drink a drink
I
next time to
mean,
be awake.
The
I mean,
checkpoint, the checkpoints, they looked like they were getting ready to bring around the justice, but again, Devon proving he was part of Squad Goldschlager, they gave us no problem.
there's justices here in the market district.
Uh, I think I counted like two or three of them. Devon speaks up.
Well, I mean, realistically, Edmund was just gonna call Captain Delta while he was here.
Yeah, so while you're idling in the Aerostyle district, we'll have this as the one thing you'll get to get through, and then we'll go over to Kalis. Sorry, Falcone. You dial out to Delta, Sergeant Delta, or
I wasn't it be Commander?
Commander Delta, yeah. Sorry. It takes a few moments before you finally connect to him. Delta speaking.
When were you going to let Goldschlager know there was justices in the market district?
You haven't been back in the market district.
That's fair. That's on me. However, did you know that the ranger was told to kill me?
No, I wasn't informed.
He said somebody higher up than him gave him the order,
I'll see what I can do
but
on
he
my
talked.
end to figure any of this out.
But
Ultimately,
he
though, mhm,
he talked him down. I want to make sure that when I go back home, we're not walking into any sort of trouble. We're
Edmund,
in
I
the
don't know.
Aristotle district.
Yeah, I don't know about any trouble you'd be involved with, Edmund. As far as I
Sorry,
know,
it's just
yeah, yeah, you're free to come back to headquarters when you're ready. We do have your pay, and I do have your next assignment being ready to sign.
all right. When I'm there, I'll give you my report on the wall and Koa, as well as
Affirmative.
what went down in Travail.
Affirmative. Good work, you
Evan's
keep it up,
gonna
Edmund. Return
thank
back with
you.
Squad Ghostlogger. Over.
You think he suspects a thing?
Thank you to say that. He's still gonna be very defensive because he still think it's the Marquis that gave the order. Um, well, he's gonna hang up. We've got orders to go back to the police station. We got another case.
Gotta feel naked without green tea around here.
Yeah, damn. Does feel a little without green tea.
What of a green tea? Well, we can't go back for him because they were told to leave.
Could have waited for him, Captain.
With the justices around, we don't even know the command code to. We don't even know the command code for ours.
Achoo! Ugh.
I know they walk.
Yeah, they have to pipe us in as allied anima users, which
Mm.
scares me.
Don't be afraid. I come bear responsibility.
Yeah. So I guess next session they're going back to the police station.
Will Edmund be able to make it through?
Man, this congestion's terrible, Captain. I think we're gonna start killing some people.
No,
Yeah, I think murder's on the table, Captain.
I'm like, look, you've been in traffic for like an hour. I think mortar should be legal.
And to wrap our session up, we'll wrap it up with Falcone and the church van. Uh, Derek has been explaining to Falcone in some rather good distance, great distance, not great distance, but in great detail about his
Detail.
time in West Bay hunting crystal bears. Falcone, you become kind of, I don't know if you'd be interested or enamored, but you definitely become well aware that West Bay has some seriously fucked up ecology.
Thank God we're almost as far away from that as we physically can be.
We could be farther.
West Bay, yeah,
I
West
know
Bay
we
is
could
like
be
blink.
further. West
You
Bay's
look over,
approaching rapidly.
like there's only one district away. Is only a district away from you, and West Bay is hungry.
He's not wrong. Market District is huge, but West Bay is there.
And there was, yeah, and there was this one man who hunted down ruby crocodiles by the name of Amos. Amos Moses.
Oh. Derek stops the
Oh,
car at the ending of the road because, well, the road curves off for Caribbean and to Market District for where you are physically, right? Uh, there is no direct drive road to the Nelcro District. It kind of has a blockage, it's like a don't cross signs and a barricade that tries to keep any cars from going forward from this point. Though when you if you were to dismount or look over the ledge of this hill, you can see the district down below. Nothing's stopping you from walking over the side, but it's doing its best to keep vehicles from going down a non-existent road because there's not even a road that it's blocking. It's just trying to keep people from driving around here.
Okay, so even if I move the barrier, it won't matter.
Uh, you can drive around it and try to drive some way down the hill some other way. It's just more treacherous for the car.
Well, what am I gonna leave my stuff here and let it get robbed by pygmies? I don't think so. I heard how Lance got fleeced.
I,
the pygmies from the side with the waiting for the people to like the three guys to do something with the barricade. You think he's gonna fall for it?
One pygmy smoking the cigarette. Yeah, he's going to. Just wait.
So I got outside and removed the barricade, so
If you'd be so kind. Wonder if there's any crystal bears around here.
No, Derek tries to work at pulling apart the stone concrete slab that makes up this street barricade. There's no road or path per se that it's blocking again, but he does what you ask, and it takes like 45, 50 minutes for him, even with his strength, to still clear an entrance for you. It's heavy lifting. I need to take a break. Yeah, sir.
Oh, fine. Well done.
You could have done that with demonic point, and that'd be a done and deal for a fraction of the
What the
time
hell
too.
is for? Well, I didn't know. Oh, I think I might. Is it? No, there it is. Well, one, I didn't know that, and two, there is no tool.
Well,
I lied about the two.
you definitely have the strength to have made that task clear, but he lets you drive as he needs to take a breather.
Yeah,
And
you rest up, chomp. Oh my god.
when you see from the
God, you
Nelcro
live like
district,
this?
you well, when you see the Nelcro district from the hilltop as you take the driver's seat, because it's like a hill that indents into itself. You can see the Nelcro district down below is lights of blooming. There's the compound that was once before, and it's all active.
Well, hey, Nanovus, wake up, or there. Wait, no, let me run that back. Nanovus, wake up, buddy, we're there.
Power low, power low, power low.
Ah, damn it. Ah, damn it, fine. Figures Lance would give me with a half a battery. And after I thought about putting gas back in his car. What a prick.
What a prick! LOL.
Lance
Uh,
sneezes as he's eating.
if you attempt to recharge it,
Yeah, we'll feed him a little bit of AP.
he takes 5.
Damn!
Oh, low power.
I
Well,
guess.
now.
Well, we're gonna get you solar power.
It hurts like hell, by the way.
Yeah, it's not pleasant.
After a bit, he turns on. Ah, are we at the Nelcro district?
Yeah,
Also, why do I taste
yes, you
brimstone?
power hungry. Cause I had to charge you up, you power hungry bastard.
Huh,
Damn!
you both taste different. I didn't even know that there was a taste difference.
Huh.
Don't say it like that, Jesus! Ugh.
It's a noticeable sensational difference.
Oh, Coda's battle. Ooh.
We're at the Nelcro district. I will attempt to interface remotely to the security database. Though, in a few moments, yep, I figured. I'm getting the same lockout code that I did before. Something is
And I don't.
preventing my access.
Huh. And I figured the great and powerful Novus would have put some kind of failsafe in that you could get around it. Damn it, I got
It's
stuck with
artificial.
something else. Oh. Well, oh.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
not
that's a
even able to,
problem,
yeah,
isn't
I'm
it?
not able to even connect. See, while you may mock me for my intelligence, you may not understand that I'm not able to connect actively to the server. If I were to connect to the server, I'd get a login information and at least a login error. I'm having a connect to the server problem entirely, and it's an external problem that I need to figure out. You need to
Maybe
figure out.
maybe one of the piggies
Oh
ate the
no.
one in the wild.
We'll figure it out, friend.
I can help you figure one important detail. There's a foreign
Oh, that.
there's a foreign wire there's a foreign access point and network access points here for the spiral net.
Yeah, should
They are
probably get you
heavily
into that.
though they are heavily encrypted. I can't access them. I need an interface to break so that I can't wirelessly access these
Okay, you need a
networks.
hardline access.
Correct. Because I can only brute force the attempt locally. Wirelessly, I'm going to keep getting kicked out without an authenticator key. And we're not going to get that anywhere around here physically. It's not a physical device.
No. Yeah, alright then.
hmm
That second cone is banner. No, it's only legendary.
I'll have to warn you, something or someone organized enough to have put these kind of predicaments in place mean their business. They're meaning business.
Well, that's fine. I
Well, this
mean
is
business
Thursday.
myself, and I'm
This
in the
is
business of making deals.
yeah, and this is Thursday morning for you. And uh,
What the
sorry,
fucking
you
elephant?
admin and the bodies of Cyric and Lance would wake up relative to how long you've been asleep. How's it feel to be sleeping?
What? Wait, I'm awake?
No. A pygmy hits you with a frying
Goes
pan.
back to sleep.
Ping! Get your ass back to bed.
Hey, yo, dog, he got Pygmanium! All the pygmies are holding up the Pygmanium doing the soy jack faces.
Oh. Yeah, no, pygmies will actively try to rob you for it. Good luck.
I can't do anything about it. Lance is still got cold.
Um,
I don't want to imagine like Lance is just like chewing on the nut as the title screen is going on down. It's like, hey, is this like edible or I gotta crack it?
oh, you have. He pulls it apart, the pistachio. Here.
Oh, spits it out. I don't. Don't like pistachio. I don't like that.
An ending
It's like fucking
cutscene I
almond.
want to go through is in a just in a un just in a private sector somewhere in the lower spire. A holding cell, as we see a man with black hair. He has fading red tips in his black hair. He has a black stubble beard, and he is currently in the regimen of doing some sit-ups. 38, 39, 40. He gets up and begins boxing the air, throwing several noticeable fighting stances that Lance usually takes. Prisoner Gawain. He stops mid-fist in the air. Step away from the door. Breakfast is served. A slot opens and provides Gawain a Garay mush. Gawain takes his meal. The last time we had seen Gawain, he had been a little bit more on the portly end. With his encapturement, he has been working out and focused on his strength building again. And from his disconnection from all eyes, he has now regained some of his former strength and is working to get even stronger. He looks at the camera defiantly. I will get back to you, my son. I have to warn you. I have to tell you the truth.
Oh man, that's ominous as hell. What, he's gonna tell me that he's been walking with all eyes? He's gonna tell me he's been screams. Oh man, my poor boy Nico. I pick up Nico. Nico, my poor boy.
Having weird dreams, guys. Hot, attractive ladies keep saying they're single in my area. Hello?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're still here.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's session in Spiral City.
Hey man, this meat's really good. It says as he's eating it.
I mean, you still,
I'll find
you still
yeah
have to figure a way.
to the sky. Yeah. Again, Job may have connection to try to call up the admiral to see how that goes.
Just get a tall ladder, forehead.
Seriously,
You know
I
what?
don't know why.
I should just build a tall ladder with Anima energy. What am I
Yeah,
even?
duh.
This place clearly has no logic, and I had to remind myself.
And Sarek, how are you enjoying
Just
your trip in the Sea of
grab like
Green?
4 pygmies and have them float you.
Could just grab a bunch of pygmies and fly like a balloon.
You're gonna pay us though, right?
Oh, what the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
What
Uh,
is that thing?
Sarek, how do you feel about being in the Sea of Green? Well, you're the sea of green question mark, to be fair. You're not sure exactly. If exactly. Cyrus,
Yeah, I'm here.
how do you
I
feel
went to the
about your
bathroom.
adventures? Yeah, how do you feel about your adventure so far?
Had me going there for a moment, but I'm just wondering, where do we go from here?
God damn, he's got 24 hit points.
Yeah, you're at
I
that
was like, wait a
massive.
minute.
Mm-hmm.
I know you first.
Yeah, you're in that middle of the massive ocean, that sea green ocean, with multiple islands all
Yeah,
around you.
I guess we're about to go island hopping.
What about
It's
your
almost like a
Yes.
second
realization?
vac.
Go ahead.
It's almost like a second vacation because he's nude.
What will you say to the fact, Cyrus, that you are a full soul, but how will you go back to Spiral City?
That's a good question. I gotta hop back into Pandora and get into the pilot seat again.
Is that even possible? We'll have to find that out and more in our future sessions of Spiral City Chronicles. Will Falcone do a street cleaning of the Nelcro district? Will
What?
Lance wake
No.
up before the
Probably not.
pygmies rob him?
No, 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 no. I already said probably not.
Uh, will Edmund actually get paid an adequate
God
amount for
damn
his
it.
jobs and services for arresting his fellow anima?
How's your 30 pieces of silver over there, Judas?
Wait, what? Sorry, what? I heard Judas. That was my trigger word.
I
No,
said,
because I was giving a
how's
recap
your
for
30?
everybody. Like will Edmund get paid? Well, how much will Edmund get compensated for arresting an anima user?
Probably
That,
not much.
and then Lion said,
Oh, look at this place.
Yeah, I said, how's your 30 pieces, Judas? As a joke,
King,
obviously.
like King Sandworm over here. He's having a good time.
meanwhile, Nico is, I
He's
mean,
he's
finished getting buzzed.
drunk off.
I would say trying desperately to focus on his studies, hoping that his room stops being a fucking connection hallway for other things. There's been a blood portal, a weird sexy lady
Hello.
has approached him. Pygmies keep haunting his sock drawer and they keep fighting for territory in there.
Hey, close the door.
If you don't close the door,
Right.
you're gonna let the hallway pygmies get in. A few of them try to get in.
The
God
hallway.
damn it! They start trying to.
You hear the door is like being having scratching at. There they are.
There they are. They're testing the barricades. But yeah, that'd be the end for Spiral City tonight. Uh, I hope you guys are ready for next week's session. I'm definitely excited to get us further along in the Nelcro. What's going to happen in the Nelcro with Falcone? Edmund figuring out, returning to his police department at the Gambino district. Cyrus and Lance figuring out what they're doing where they are at.